One, two, one, two, and you know what to do. It's happy, happy, happy Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. You already know we got Blabbermouf in the building. It's happy Sunday. Let's go.
Get it.
Yeah, I don't understand. This was never part of the plan. We both agreed that we would stop when the feelings began. Now you wanna take a chance, being my girl, I'll be your man. But if we fail to succeed, then we can never be friends. I apologize, I can't make your last name slide. I mean, I care for you, but not enough to make you my wife. I hate being talking about this relationship crisis. I've never been through anything quite like this. Maybe we should call it quits altogether for the sake of this friendship. And end this so we can quit with the arguments. Resentment seems to creep up in the midst. You picked the wrong time, and I'm not in the state of mind. I mean, you fly as hell, baby girl. Look at.
To all my B-boys and B-girls worldwide, yours truly, Sammy said this, I'm in the ring, I'm doing my thing. It's happy Sunday. I got the one and only rhymologist Blabbermouf in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, bro? Thanks for being here. Happy Sunday, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm good, bro. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm excited you here, bro. That's what it is, man. Got our brother in the building. Big salute, the Big Andreas Goon promotion. My brother Blabbermouf is in the building. Hey, bro, I want to get right into it with you because I love your music. I'm a fan. I'm letting you know now, I am a fan. You are one of the most traditional true hip-hop artists that I know. True hip-hop artists. Your hip-hop is pure and true, brother. Hey, man, how do you stay doing that and you consecutive? You've been dropping music for a while, too, bro. Yes, I've done the research. We did our research right here. Happy Sunday.
All
and
right.
you have consecutively, for decades, been dropping nothing but pure, unadulterated, true school hip-hop, man. So the first thing I know I wanted to ask you, and I'm thank you for being here today with us, brother, is how did rapping begin for Blabbermouf? How did hip-hop first hit you?
Well, I think at first it was just on TV, you know, like the more commercial stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when I really started writing a bit, I think 50 Cent was out, his debut, his major label debut, Get Rich or Die Trying. It was the Eminem show at that time as well. So those are like the first things I knew.
Okay.
But then I went to high school, you know, and I met new people, and they were into hip hop. And one of my homies, Elmatic, his older brother, he was deep into shit, and he had a big collection, like CDs, but also a whole lot of folders, downloaded shit. It was just like this untapped source of music that we could just dig in and discover so much stuff, you know. And that's when, you know, this was like, I think 2002.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And we just, like, rapping was all we did in the parks. And yeah, that's how we started doing it, you know. And we had our dreams and shit of doing it on stage and making albums.
Like, and look at you now. Look at you now. Your dreams have, whoa, brother, your dreams have come full circle, baby.
Yeah, man.
I want you B-boys and B-girls to know he is the epitome of you keeping your dreams going. This brother has music. I want y'all to check him out. His name is Blabbermouf. That's mouth, M-O-U-F. You know, check him out because, man, brother, it is such greatness in hearing your lyricism and you keeping it so true school, bro. And like you said, so your influences, you really watched it, saw Eminem's and 50 Cents and you guys in the park. Where you from, bro? Let the world know where you from right now. Please do.
I'm born in a city called Maastricht. It's like in the south of the Netherlands.
Okay.
But my hip hop started in another city called Halen. Okay. So it's H-E-E-R-L-E-N.
Halen. All right.
And yeah, exactly. And we close to Germany here. And we have our own little culture of hip hop here in the city.
What's
So
that
yeah,
like, bro? What's that like? You talking to a lot of us national. You're international, bro. You're national and international, may I say, excuse me. But let us know what that's like, because you say you was rhyming in the parks, man. That is true school hip hop, you guys.
yeah, because we just used to do ciphers all day.
Yeah, okay.
We was just smoking and rapping, and there was this little park we used to always hang out at, and yeah, that's where it really kind of started for us, just falling in love with it. And
Right, right.
like our dream was to make an album at that point, you
Okay.
know. And yeah, we discovered so much music in that time, you know, from the hieroglyphics crew and the organized confusion and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
the leaders of the new school, the lords of the underground. You know, these type of groups is what we were really like heavy into, and that type of hip hop, you know, like of course Gangstar, Pete Rock, and CL Smooth, and you know the list,
Right,
the
goes
list.
on and on. All right. So look, the love you talk about you guys have. How do you keep that so intensified, bro? I mean, decade after decade after decade, you just come with it and you come with it, you come with it. Your fire is just increased. Every time I've heard something from you, your fire increases and increases and increases to a magnitude now. I think I want to say 10 days ago, you just dropped a new cut.
Yeah, I dropped a new video last
Yes,
week.
yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Which is absolutely ridiculous. That is Fire King. Salute, salute.
thanks, bro.
So how
Nice.
often do you put out music having that love?
Um, well, I put out my first shit in 2012,
Mhm.
and um, like early 2012, we had a group album,
Okay.
and then later in the year, I did my solo joint with Propo, um, and from then on, I just tried to keep it up, just to drop something every year. And the year after, we drop an EP, and I think the year after that, I dropped my second album. And we kind of made some success, and we started to tour and stuff.
Okay.
And that's where I got a lot of juice from to keep going, because it's like I could turn it into my career
Yeah.
at that particular point. So um, yeah, we put in a lot of work to put out music, but nowadays we can just do it faster. Um, but still, I like to take my time with stuff to make sure it's right. And I don't know how I keep going. I keep ending up in new situations with producers or other artists that gives me juice to basically make the music and get inspired. And every process is slightly different. I've made albums in different ways as
Okay.
far as the creative process.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna ask you about that. If we want to tap into that, I was gonna ask you, what's the studio session like for Blabbermouth? What's the session like?
well, nowadays the session, like, everything is really created in the moment,
Okay.
because my new album is made like that, and the one that I'm in the process of making is also done pretty much that way.
Okay.
Um, but with earlier albums, I used to just pre-write everything and um, go to the studio super prepared,
Right, right. Okay.
being
Yes,
there,
sir.
knowing all my lyrics and knowing what I have to do, and then just keep recording till I get it right, you know.
Right,
And yeah,
right.
sometimes it would take me weeks or for one song to get it right. But now I kind of switched it up. I do the more on the spot type of creating. So the producer makes the beat, I write the rhyme, and we do everything in one day. Also the recording.
We always talk about that's the magic moment. That's when the magic happens. That spontaneity
Yeah,
you talk about when the
it does,
producer.
because it can become really like difficult to, if you write something, and of course you're perfecting it,
Right.
but like when I record, I know when it's right. You know, I have a certain I don't know, rating process to my recordings.
Okay,
And
yes, sir.
so sometimes it would take me a long time to get in the right vibe to do those type of songs at that moment.
Right.
And sometimes it was frustrating too, because it was like, yo, I've been spending weeks on this one fucking song. I've recorded it maybe already fucking 5 or 6 times, and I'm still not really there, you know.
Right.
As far as, but it can then and because it turns into a technical thing, but the music is also transmitting a vibe, you know, transmitting a feeling. So it shouldn't just be technically good; it should have the right feeling, and it should be both those things. So sometimes you just have to maybe be happy with a take that is maybe less good on the technical aspect, but it has the exact right vibe, you know.
Right. Right.
So, but it depends on what song it is, because nowadays I just do on spot shit only.
That's that magic.
So when I'm in my own time, when I'm
That's
not
that
sitting,
magic, brother. That's that magic,
yeah.
brother.
But when I'm not sitting with a producer, I'm not really writing.
Okay.
Well, I was writing more also in my own time instead of just creative space.
See, that's being a veteran, Blabbermouf. That's being a veteran of this craft and this art, what we do, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
nowadays I try to switch it up more again. You know, I have to write in my own space, but I also have to do the on the spot, catching the vibes and just laying it down straight away. Because there's not a right way to do it per se, but I feel like I want to be good at both those two things because they're different. It's different way of doing it.
Right, and like you said, you have a range you've made of when you know that's it. You know, okay, yeah, that's it. Or okay, I'm gonna come back and do this again. Or maybe
exactly.
Ease out, vibe out with it, or speed it up, or something like that. Because
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of people go in, and sometimes they're just going and going and going and going, and they're not catching the rhythm. They're not catching the vibe that you talked about. That hold on, just slow it down a little bit, or put it in a zone and catch that. So I like the way that you said, look, I rate myself. I think all artists should do that. Like rate yourself, hear yourself. Because it's like at the first time you hear yourself, I know it got to be crazy. Most people I work with, and they've never heard themselves on a mic. The first time they hear themselves, they going through it. They're like, how do you guys do this? And it's like, hey, it's work. It is work. But
yeah, sure.
You guys, artists like you, are shooting for perfection. And ain't nothing wrong with that because you know when it's right. And when it's right with you, that's when it's right with the world.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You got new music coming out, man. You said new projects. You talked about 2 projects. We ain't getting to both. I want to get into what you want to get into project-wise. Because like I said, everybody go check out Blabbermouf. Blabbermouf, you YouTube him. I mean, so much work is going to come out and just hit play. Whichever one come up first, hit play. Trust me. You're going to go.
Yo.
Hey.
What it do? Sorry, I'm late.
I'm late.
Blabbermouf, what's happening, man?
Oh, and I love your hat.
What's happening, bro?
How are you, brother?
I'm good, G. I'm good.
Thank you for joining us on this happy Sunday. Sorry, I had a studio session that was running, and it's like one of those things that me and Sam, if we get caught up in music, man, we forget about time altogether, brother.
Yeah, that's how that shit goes, man. Like for real.
But I'm gonna tell you, like I told Sam, man. I mean, in all the listeners out there, this is the Hip Hop Junkeez Power 357radio.com. This is Happy Sunday, where we are a family, and we try to keep it like an extension of the cookout. But I was in the car yesterday for about 8 hours, and I got into this guy's catalog. I was a fan before, but I called Bravo this morning at like 4 a.m. and was losing my damn mind. And I was like, you know what it brought back? And I busted, for the first time since like 2000, I busted out the Fushnikins, man. Because you have the cadence, and I mean, you hit it. And when you hit those little spots, like I told Sam, I was like, I need you to listen to this while I'm in the studio, and I need you to text me when it hits you. And I mean, literally 5 minutes later, he's like, oh, boy. And it's like all the way across the screen. But I love the cadence. I love the delivery. Everybody out there, you got to go check this guy out. He's fantastic. And he does hip hop right, man. But I got that new track.
Hey, Q, guess what? Before we play the new track, Blabbermouf was telling us about new projects, bro. He let us know.
I was sitting here trying to man. My
dropping it.
never worked.
You know, I
live in the
like
studio
I
with
like
my
getting the
microphones never work.
exclusive, especially right from the artist. You know, we like to get the
Yeah, that's
exclusive.
well, I mean, if you look at him, you know who he reminds me of is you and Grip because he drops music like it's his job here, man.
Oh, we talked about that. We talked about it. He told like the way he said. I was telling him. He said he has a rating of how he does his music to him, where he knows when it's je ne sais quoi. You know what I'm saying?
Je ne sais quoi. I mean,
Yeah,
that is. I mean, the way he hits it though, man. I mean, the energy on every track, man, is just. I mean, it's like you don't lose any energy. I'm lucky I didn't get thrown in the lockup last night because I was driving. I was flying down the highway, but that energy had me going, brother.
He's
And it was
3
Labor Day
a.m.
weekend,
texting
man.
me
Them
about you,
the 12 out there looking for it.
Blabbermouf is crazy, and it's like your control is ridiculous, brother. Your
yeah, absolutely. The way that you handle it,
the way you can go into a spiral and then come out and take it into a vocal, beautiful harmonic, and then come right to a rhyme and then go into a spiral again. You crazy for that, Blabbermouf.
Yeah,
I you know that,
that man. He makes he's like he creates these harmonies, and it's like it almost brings it like you think he's gonna go Bone Thugs on you, and then he just busts out with some Fushnikins, and I almost ran into the lady in front of me, like in the car. I was so hyped. I mean, I came home and like jumped right into the studio, started making beats after listening to you, and like I was trying to mimic the rhythm over there. But it's it's good to see the energy get passed along like that. I mean, you see MCs that come through the game, and they come. You know, there's a lot of guys that come through over the years, but that's really paying, like Sam said earlier, it's paying homage to hip hop, man. You're doing it the right way. You're doing it for the people that came before you.
I give everybody a nickname on the show, Blabbermouf. You are true school. You are true school. Yes, you are the true school, brother. Yes, you are true school hip hop, man. We appreciate you,
guys.
Here, man.
So I'm loving energy right now. It's dope.
Hey, you got to get on. You got to start sending us your new music, man. Because we're in 175 countries. That's how we met another countryman of yours, and we've been with him for a while now. Is MacGyver, man. Great MC.
Yeah, man.
Great guy, man.
That's my dude right there, man. Shout out to him.
Shout out to MacGyver, man. The album Chameleonism out now. I mean, it's got
all music
production by Large Professor, Pete Rock. I mean, it's got Fredro Starr. I mean, he brought it back. I told him he's gonna make the world
on there, live cuts. It's everything, and we got.
Yeah, I'm also on that album.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. We're gonna get into that.
He's a superstar. He's a superstar. He is a superstar. A legit. He's a bona fide star.
So I appreciate. Go ahead. I appreciate that we're international right now with True School, one of the most true school lyricists we've experienced in a long time, bro. And look, we gonna make sure you not just international. We're gonna bring you a little national too, bro. We need that. We gotta get you a little national because you are killer, bro.
That's up, man.
What is your tour like? What's touring like for Blabbermouf? For real, what's the tour like, man?
Man, the tour is dope, bro. Like I'm actually touring in a new formation right now.
Okay.
With it's like reggae, hip hop.
Yeah, you got a track that's out that's got a little reggae feel to it. It's almost like I don't know if you remember years back there was the Cottonmouth Kings, and they had a guy named Too Rude with them that did that reggae joint over top of the production that was done by DJ Bobby B.
All right, fire.
Yeah, and he did that Dog's Life. I don't know if you ever heard the song Dog's Life. He did that reggae feel, but you killed it. Like, I mean, you straight up. I thought you came from the islands, man.
Thanks, man.
Well, he's got so much diversity around him. He can't do nothing but be influenced by so many things.
I'm
as
telling
creative
you what, man.
as he is. I mean, my goodness.
Amazing.
Like, Chris, what we got loaded up by Blabbermouf?
Well, that's what I was going to ask him.
Talking to us.
Tell us a little bit about the Rampage, the track that dropped about 10 days ago. Lead us into like how you got into that track, how it came about.
Yeah.
That whole album was done with my dude Sneeder, who was my guy from back in the day. He used to be a b-boy, but he got into beat producing, and he's been doing it for years. And during the COVID times, we found our time together to do the album, and it was basically, I think, 15 weeks. And we did the whole album in that time. I wrote everything there and recorded it straight away. I did maybe 2 songs I redid. But
why this song? Why'd you pick this song first? because it's got a meaning to you. Because I know the energy on this song is a little intense, man. Like that's the first one that I heard, and Bravo will tell you the same thing. He's like, man, he goes hard, bro. And it's like it's got a different energy. Like you're on it, man. So you got passion in that track.
Oh,
man.
we
It's
will
like you
be
said,
dropping
with the producer-
Rampage Tuesday. Tuesday, we will be dropping Rampage. We
Oh
will
yeah,
be
anytime you
premiering
got a single, you got to send it
Rampage.
to us.
Oh yeah, and anytime you have any music, send it to us. You know, send it to
For
us.
sure.
You
I got a
send it,
new
we spin
album.
it.
I got a new album coming out next year.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Keep us in the loop, man.
To,
We're family now. You got to get rid of us that easily.
like 2 albums. 2 albums. Like 1 solo album I'm doing next year.
Okay.
And I have like 1 album with 3 other MCs. 2 guys from Chile. They drop in some Spanish bars, and me and Al, we doing our thing on there, and it's like a collaboration project, produced by SQB as well.
Salute
yeah.
to SQB. Salute.
But I saw that smile when I asked about the energy on that track. I mean, Shogun goes hard, or Rampage goes hard. Because I got into your Shogun stuff a little while ago, and that's just like you go down the rabbit hole, man. And I mean, I want to. If you're not gonna murk somebody after that, you better go to the gym, because I mean, the energy you bring on tracks is just. I mean, it's addictive, man.
Yeah, it's cool because it's just it's in the moment. You know, we make those tracks in the moment.
Yeah.
I just hear the beat and I just flipped that hook, you know, and then I wrote the verses. So it was all just quick, the way we did the song, you know. I mean, it took us like 1 session, 1 evening to do that song. That's
awesome. It reminds me of another gentleman that's sitting there on the other side of the screen from you.
You were talking.
You know, it's passion in the music. You can feel that as a listener.
Yes.
And
Yes. You resonate that well. I was gonna say that, Q. You resonate, Blabbermouf, passion in every song that I went through your catalog, bro. I went through, and like I said, it was a constant build up. It's a constant build up of flaming energy. True school hip hop.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. That's what he said.
Salute,
Sam said that right off the bat. And you know, we're you know, first and foremost, Sam and I we are music fans. I mean, we do this strictly for the passion, man. We
definitely.
You know, you got to have a love for it. It's the only universal language that's spoken in the entire world, man. I mean, regardless of dialect difference, when people you go anywhere, people can sing your lyrics back, and I know you know that as an artist.
Yeah.
And it's a good feeling. But guys, this is Happy Sunday. We're the Hip Hop Junkies. We are here live with Blabbermouf.
We in the building.
We are gonna get into this Rampage joint, and we're gonna be right back.
Please do.
It's Happy Sunday, power357radio.com. We are the Hip Hop Junkies. I'm the urban legend Jay Quest.
You're truly Sammy said Vicious, and we got Blabbermouf in the building.
Yep, and this one is called Rampage.
I go smoke one for that one.
Ese cubo una vez más, como si que el mundo se fuera a acabar. ¿Qué pasa, Blabbermouf? Veteranos de la zona, fumando versos y filtrando las coronas.
All
the time. Put the microphone, we get dynamite. You need to feel this vibe. It's a way of life. It's a group of blah, 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 special whole
time. I'm right here, we live, baby. We live.
Cazando loops en mi mente tengo ritmos que así vivo. De diferente forma en esta dimensión decido que camina conmigo y a quien le cerró la puerta. No importa la tendencia ni toda esa shit que inventan. Pasión revientan por adecuarse a la norma. Tener fe en uno mismo es esencial que echa esta onda. Mi Sonic Book trastorna a los que origen no estudiaron. Recuerda todo lo falso que en el camino quedaron. Algunos me preguntan cómo sigo tanto tiempo. Lo pienso y les respondo, sigo viviendo el momento. No compro cuentos, siento lo que hago, aprendo, indago, redescubro amor, no miento por los míos, por mi barrio, zona norte de Santiago. No es concierto, es una escuela, no es colectivo enfermo, nuestra historia, nuestra huella. Arriba en las estrellas están los que están sonando. Yo bajo con mis labios por siempre representando.
Now, all the wanna know when do we get this time? We do this all the time, all the time. Put the microphone, we get done. You need to feel this vibe, it's a way of life. It's a group of blah, 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 special whole time. Tell them it's alright, it's alright. Let's go. Break it down now, cause the flavors are essential. Pull my heart out with a pencil, lay it on the instrumental. Coming from the dome piece, meaning coming from my heart, yo. I got the flow plus soul to make them all go wildin', cause we be styling in any area. The energy's so universal, fuck a language barrier, cause we always representing. But the people set the jam. But if you do to this, then you might not understand. Where does the passion come from? Where does he get that drive? Said I used to make music to escape the struggles of daily life, but something happened. The music went worldwide, and now hip hop and music is my everyday life. But y'all, even if it didn't go down like this, I would still be in the lab with plenty lyrics to split, making it hit. And when they see me, they like, who that kid? It's Blab, I reckon this shit, but that's a Cuba on the mix. So hold on, wanna know where do we get this time? We do this all the time, all the time. Put the microphone, we get done. We might need to feel this vibe. It's a way of life. That's a Cuba Blab, a special whole time. Tell them it's alright, it's alright. Cause the flavor is essential to the way we representing. It's a way of life, a way of life. Kick the flavor cause we gotta represent you all the time, all the time. Es el Cuba Blab, dando sabor al momento. It's alright, it's alright. No importa lo que digan ni que tengan que opinar. All the time, all the time. Vamos, como si es que el mundo se fuera a acabar. It's a way of life, a way of life.
As we proceed to send you that independent music that you need, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and let a real B-boy, B-girl in. Happy Sunday. What it is, bro? What it is?
What
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. What? Hey, Blab, gotta ask this. I got a question from, so her name is Tiffany S. That's what her name is, Tiffany S. Hey, Tiff, thanks for tuning in. She wanted to know, what are the things that keep you inspired to keep creating?
Well, sometimes I just have to sit down and start writing, and maybe after a couple of lines, the inspiration kicks in. And when it doesn't, I'm just like, all right, I'll write a few more lines maybe. And if it still doesn't hit, then I'm like, okay, I'll go do something else, you know? But anything could inspire me to write a rhyme, you know? But usually it's something about hip hop or something like a documentary or something, you know? I try to search for inspiration because I don't know exactly what inspires me, so I have to search for a lot of inspiration, you know. And sometimes I just start writing, you know. I just catch the vibe of the beat that I have, and I make something. Like I don't try to maybe put too much weight on the shit that I'm writing necessarily, because I go back to change shit, you know, like of course, but I just try to let it flow free. And sometimes I recognize when I'm blocked with the creative process, and I just try to find what's blocking me. But sometimes it's just the key to keep going and not get hold up on one certain line or one certain flow you're trying to do.
I think I want to ask this. You're going to be my first artist I ask. I want to ask this to all the lyricists. If y'all listening too, definitely bone up on this question, because I'm going to ask you. When you're writing, does the music talk to you?
Yeah.
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 Because I hear how it should sound, you know? Especially like with my vocal and shit. I hear the way it should be, and I just try to aspire to make it sound like that, you know? Sometimes it turns out different from what it is in my mind, and then I feel like something is off or something, you know?
Right.
But sometimes it works even in that way. And you also sometimes have to recognize that as an artist, that sometimes you just can't get it pitch perfect like you have it in your mind, you know? And that has to do with the circumstances, you know, that you're dealing with, or whatever the case may be. But it's a gift to be able to translate from what's in your mind sonically onto the microphone and make it sound like that, you know. But sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, especially when you create a lot on the spot. Like there's really fucking good songs that you make, but sometimes it's just like you're not lit that day or whatever, you know. And then you still write shit, but it just doesn't come out the way I want to, or I smoke too much weed or whatever, you know. Like it's that shit, you know. But yeah, it's the creative process. You have to keep if you try to put it in a box, then that shit can block you, you know.
Oh yeah, you're self-employed. Man, look, out of all that creativity and the work you do, how does Blabbermouth chill out? How you what do you like to do? How you just kick your feet up at times? What you like to do?
Man, actually this week I'm having some fucking problems with that. Like I'm bored this week.
Okay.
Like,
That's probably why he's usually busier on the road or something. That's why he's got time for us, Sam.
yeah, exactly. I was in Crete, Greece last week doing
Okay.
a show. And before
Greece is
that,
beautiful. Shout out to Greece.
I was in Spain
Shout out to Greek
and in
women.
France, all over the place. Since April, I've been touring. I did like 38 shows until now. So I haven't been doing a lot of music besides that. Like I haven't been really in the studio like I was a year ago.
Okay.
You know, I have a buffer of music, but I still feel like an itch. But every time I'm home, I have to rest. I try to find rest, but then I kind of get bored, you know, and I don't know. I
I'm
just
curious
play.
about that. Like, Bravo, like, what do you do? Where do you find solace in? I know, like, it's
Like,
hard.
do you have a favorite spot you go to when you get home?
Like, is it adrenaline? What is it?
Is there anywhere you like to go chill when you finally do get home?
Is there anything you like to
Man,
do as soon as you
when
get
I
home?
do get home, I love to just sit on the couch and just zone
Hey,
out
you and
with some
Sam,
video
man, I'll tell
games.
you
Like
what.
it's nothing too complicated, you know. And when I get, I'm supposed to get rested, you know, for the next shows. Like I'm playing every weekend until fucking December. Like I have one weekend off, and I think December 12th is the last show for this year.
How's the turnout been?
Man, the turnout for the tour I'm doing is fucking sick. Like it's really thousands of people. Like shout out to Loop. That's the crew that I'm doing the tour with. Shout out to my man Troy and Zhang. He's the trumpet.
Yeah,
On the
definitely send me a link to the email that we've been talking on. I'd love to check them out, man. Because I'll tell you what, Sam and I were talking about it earlier. I mean,
we
the
dropped this-
Netherlands bringing heat, man, and you guys are putting your foot on hip hop's neck right there. I mean, you causing
Yeah,
people
and in April we dropped this. I think it was May. In May we dropped the single. It's called Madzilla,
Okay.
and it's Blabbermouth and Troy Berkeley and Onto Loop.
Oh, you know what I got to do,
If
Bravo? I
you
got to
type Madzilla, you'll probably find it. You know,
Madzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. You talking to the urban legend, man? He'll have that thing in about a couple of seconds. Yeah, now.
Slightly neurotic, but I'm methodical as shit.
Man, look, it's a pleasure hanging out with True School, aka Blabbermouth, the rhymologist, man. He hanging out with us. Look, on his side of town, it is early in the AM, y'all. I'm letting y'all know. On our side of town, it's 7:33 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Blab, what time is it where you at, brother?
It's 1:33 right now.
1:33 a.m. Hey,
we're not keeping you up past your bedtime, are we?
But it's okay, you know. Like I love
like
doing
when I
shit
saw
like
him. Look where he at. Look where he's at. When I
Take a
saw him,
look
I
here.
said, "Uh-oh, it's studio time." He's already on studio.
Oh, he's already
time.
in the studio. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I told you. I said
See,
when I
this
first
is called a
saw-
work ethic, kids.
Yo.
It's just my spot right here, you know.
That's probably true.
So let me ask you a question, man, before I get into this track, because I did find Madzilla. You're not going to sneak him by me that easy.
Not
I'm
that
talking to a guy who still goes
Not
digging
that
on his
easy,
birthday,
man.
which it'll be
Not
Wednesday, and I go digging for records every year still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I successfully sampled Lionel Richie.
the album that shit is on.
Woo!
So let me ask you this.
Thank you, brother. Yes.
I'm
exclusive.
as a fan of music, and as much as a fan of music as I am, I mean, going back, I mean, Sam will tell you, like it's crazy. My taste and what inspires me. Like you said earlier, inspiration can come from anywhere. And
Yeah.
But I collect playbills, like the posters for the original, that they used to hang on the walls back in the 40s, and I've got them all the way back to Billie Holiday, all the way up. I got a playbill with Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, and James Brown, a young James Brown on the same bill, man.
Dope.
For $3.
That's
July 4th. Grill out and hear some of the best music ever. Man, I'm telling you. But inspiration comes from anywhere. And I mean, if you look back there, you look at blues. Blues was the original hip hop. And then you see blues, spawns, and you see jazz back in. You see the vocal bring into. You see the faster rhythms. But I mean, your beats I mean, they are just. If you want to talk about boom bap, and everybody out there that says return of the boom bap, my guy here, like this guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like
Sam,
your
how hard
beats
does
are
this slap?
slated to you. Are you kind of a perfectionist when it comes to picking your beats, brother?
You've heard his cadence, right? This guy's got to be some type.
Definitely. That's why I was asking him, is he a perfectionist when it comes to picking his beats? Because your beats are slated like right to you. I mean, all your beats seem fit for you, right to you, and you go in on them. I mean, non-stop. Boom. True school.
Yeah, like I definitely try to pick something that's right for me, you know.
But your
And
cadence, there's like nowadays you don't see rappers with that cadence anymore. I mean, it's the way you ride the beat. Like I was on the phone with Sam earlier while he was playing some of it, and I was like, I lost my mind, threw the phone up in the air because I was like, this dude rides this beat like. I mean, if you were a bull rider, man, you're hanging onto that saddle. That bull's gonna get tired.
Yes,
You're gonna wear out the bull, man.
yeah, man.
It's impressive though. It shows dedication to your craft, man. And I mean, anybody that's a fan of music would love that.
Like
Thanks,
he said,
bro.
Going back to the inspiration, what got you started in hip hop? What was the first thing you heard?
he said he had checked out. It was crazy. It was his lineup. Check his lineup. Eminem and 50 Cent.
Yeah, like the
Oh,
first
yeah,
shit
yeah.
I was checking out when I was a kid, that was that stuff. But then I wasn't really rapping yet. I just liked it, you know?
Okay.
And
okay.
then later I got deeper into it and I learned about all this 90s music from the 90s and also some stuff from the 80s. And that's when I kind of got into rhyming, really, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say with the way that your beats are derived. I mean, those beats you don't hear them. There's not many people that can rhyme over those beats, and that's the you go back to shout out to the guy who's still in the game, Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane. He ripped the nasty freestyle over the weekend. But you get these guys that develop the cadence. Like I mean, anybody that doesn't know Jay-Z, and Sam will tell you, like when he was coming up, he used to rap like Das Effects. I mean, with the I can't get with that. And, I mean, he said I bought a money machine and it goes attack tick tick tick.
Yeah, and with original flavor, the Can I Get Open?
Yeah,
Yes.
and Clark Kent, DJ Clark Kent.
Yeah.
But I mean, it shows you how people adjust
And
their
then with Jazz, the originators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of our artists earlier was vibing to your stuff in the studio because I had it bumping all day, and he said to you you reminded him a lot of the Bush Babies. Have you ever heard of the Bush Babies?
Man, I love the Bush Babies though.
Yeah.
He said he could see the influence in it, and then I was like, you haven't heard anything yet. Like just like I told Sam, I said, let me know when you hear it, and then you went into that and I was like, he lost his mind. And Sam, Light is a quiet guy. He lost his mind in traffic.
It's just it was just great to experience great hip hop on that level. Like, man, bro is not playing, and you understand, and then you look back at your catalog, and it's like all your content is nothing but consistent pleasure of true school hip hop. Period.
Yeah, it really is.
Hands down. Period.
All right, so I got this. Tell us a little bit about that song you were talking about. I believe it was. Let's see.
Madzilla. He did Madzilla.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that before I roll into that track. We'll take a little break and then. But I want to hear about how this track came about.
Well, Antelope is a hip hop reggae crew from France, and
I've heard of that before. Yeah.
In 2018, I did their support act, like their opening act for a show somewhere in France. And I met the guys. They were like, yeah, we know your music and shit. So that was cool. And later on, they hit me up for some dub plate shit. And I was like, I specifically remember what's a dub plate. Like I didn't know what they meant. And they were like, yeah, you just flip some of your bars on one of our beats. And I was like, all right, I can do that. So we did a track. It ended up on one of their EPs. Together with another artist called Scaramucci, which is a Jamaican reggae artist.
Yep.
Okay.
And after that, we did another dub plate, and then last year they asked me to join them on their tour and to be on the new album and to come to the studio and do music. And that's how that Madzilla track came. Because that Madzilla track is also done on the spot, me and them in the studio, where they just had the fire music and we just went in, we did that song.
And you
making the magic happen
on a fan tip, right?
Making the magic happen. Yes.
I mean, that's got to be a cool feeling. It goes full circle.
All my B-boys and B-girls tuned in right now. We appreciate y'all. We love you. Thank you for tuning in. We got the one and only Blabbermouf right now with us in the building. It's Happy Sunday. Oh, man, it is such a pleasure to have you here, brother.
Absolutely.
And y'all already know
and
his
they're going to get
now
sick of
is
us
True
playing
School.
you, by the way.
True School. Blabbermouf is True School hip-hop in the building.
Respect.
Tell them who we are, Sam. Let's drop this Madzilla. What do you think of this Happy Sunday partying?
Hip-hop junkies in the building. Sammy said, this I'm in the ring. I'm doing my thing. My brother, my partner in crime, the urban legend, Jay Quest. We got the one and only Blabbermouf. New Madzilla. And it's featuring who again? Blab?
Antelope and Troy Berkeley. Yeah, and Enzeng.
Let's go.
Ooh, it sounds like fun. And I mean, it slaps, man.
I like your hat too, by the way. Your hat is fly.
See if I can get this thing rolling.
I must go get me a hat because your hat is fly, man. And I see your shirt, Blabbermouf. Your shirt is respect.
Respect.
Respect. Big
Respect
salute.
in every aspect.
Big salute.
All right, here we go. We're going to get into it, folks. It's Happy Sunday. We are the Hip Hop Junkies. We're on power357radio.com. And we are here with Blabbermouf. This one's called Madzilla.
I like your
We're going
hat.
to get into it with Troy Berkeley.
Yeah.
Shout out to Blabbermouf. Y'all go check him out. Stream him everywhere. This guy's catalog is impressive.
Man, that shit is raking in the views too. It's crazy.
It is. Let me get this thing. I'm having a little difficulty with this thing real quick. Where are we? All right, there we go.
The sound of now.
We no prepare that we walk up in a preface with me that with the dance and little water from a word and the present Blabber, try up, come in like a real poison that Ragamuffin in the beyond until they did a penny bad with no preface with me shock up in the predator that we back with the dance and little water from a word and present Blabber, try up, come in like a real poison that
So I say follow the master plan with T.O.R.O. I get on to move the run the chair. He's back in TV kitchen and I'm on the summer, the flow and I'm having a blast. Shooting them over the tune and the bug and the turn on the double the gun and fast. And I dance, I play around, just let me spit back. Kill a soul boy, we not take back the chit-chat. So let me rip that. We on the mic can do no wrong. So let me tell them no to move in silence when we come.
As we proceed to spin you that independent hip hop that you need, Blabbermouf.
Like say me gonga get fear from murder them boy. Talk a speech with them, I make them still get captured. But man, I cut them off quick, but man, me not follow. Me in a silent war, but with them do me for. Like say me gonga get fear from murder them boy. Talk a speech with them, I make them still get captured. But man, I cut them off quick, but man, me not follow. We keep it burning, the work it turning. Nonsense we learning. Enemies forever coercing. Bandit alarm and get those other women. We don't want it. People come from and submerging, but I see them calling.
So aim in a serve, we got verses to early in the morning. Set the door, but they gave me darkest part of a max that be my calling. Go to the beat with that yeah, shoving. Hit them up with the bucket, they said that the luck of it ever before me.
The farm on drift, loving it swift, Asian swift, making the ish, making a wish, moving the stick, stuck in the rip, lice a bitch, got a dish, cook it quick, eyes on the door, now check the list, in that shit, show you this, ride like a piston, pay the
so while they feed the fifth, we beefing this, we can tease with extra seasoning, can be defeated, we easily get and heated, they be needing this, trap you on the tune and the shit go boom, we be coming to you soon in the town near you, glad.
Be in a silent war, but with them do me for. Like say me gonga get fear from murder them boy. Talk a speech with them, I make them still get captured. But man, I cut them off quick, but man, me not follow. Be in a silent war, but with them do me for. Like say me gonga get fear from murder them boy. Talk a speech with them, I make them still get captured. But man, I cut them off quick, but man, me not follow.
Hey, they don't want none of this. See, I will bike and papa, man, be running this shit. Until no on the rhythm, got enough lyrics. We gotta keep a ragamuffin when we rip.
Ragamuffin.
Ragamuffin.
Operation Kill Champion, Antelope Champion. Remember, Blabber, Try. You don't know. Enzeng, my brother. Blow your hands for them. Get a sound, boy.
Mike Jack 1 2 1 2, and you know what to do with the hip hop junkies in the building. We got Blabbermouf in the building. What it is, King Salute. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's go, man. What's
Y'all
up?
heard- Hey, we dropping exclusives tonight. Blabbermouf giving us exclusives tonight. That was called Madzilla. Hey, man, what's going on, fam? You say you got a show every weekend up until December. And then you got the new project dropping in the new year. So that
Yes.
means you pretty much going to be back on the road again.
Yeah, probably. I think next year it's gonna be busy as well. Like, I'm sure of it. I hope I get some time to still work on the other album I'm doing, because I have a bunch more projects. It's a matter of planning that
Okay.
shit, and also
Right?
making.
Did you just
all the-
say another album?
Yeah, like I have a few albums
That's
actually.
right,
That's what I'm
brother.
talking
That's
about
right,
right there.
brother. Keep pouring, keep flooding the game. Keep flooding the game. Keep flooding the game.
But it's like one solo album and 3 collaboration albums that I got.
Who are you doing the collab albums with?
The first one I'm dropping is with SQB, Elmatic, and B Montes.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's some nice
And,
production credits right there.
Yeah, SQB is a killer. You know, he's one of the pioneers from Santiago, Chile, and he's
Big
been
salute
doing
to
it.
SQB. Big salute to Chile. Big
Hey,
salute.
big salute to Chile, man. They get down, bro.
Yeah, they're doing it over there for sure. And yeah, the new album I'm doing, my new solo album, is with a producer from the Netherlands.
Okay.
I was actually in high school together with this guy, and we dibbled and dabbled with some tracks, but now we made like 17 songs, and we picking the best ones. And the best ones out of those are like it's like 11 songs. I have to maybe patch up some things here and there, maybe make 2 more songs,
Okay.
and that's gonna be my next shit. So yeah.
That's
So
dope,
thi-
though, man.
Is this all a 2023 rollout? All of this? Is all the new music?
It kind of depends, like which albums. Like, I want to have a big rollout for my solo album,
Yes.
and the group album I'm dropping is the first one that's coming out,
Okay.
and after that my solo album will come. So it's with everything going on with the vinyl and such. At this moment, it's a bit difficult to time everything,
Okay.
but we're gonna do our best, you know. And if we have some delay, then it is what it is, you know.
That's all right. It's still great true school hip hop coming out that you just gotta
Yeah.
wait for. But you already delivering so much ahead of that. So trust us, we'll never get bored. There'll never not be a fulfillment for Blabbermouf and the rest of the fam there when necessary. Straight up.
But I mean, it's good hip hop. And I mean, I love to see the work ethic. I love to see the passion put into it. A lot of, people always try to say that New York had lost it. And I don't know where the hell they come up with that. Or when they say LA, that's like the pioneers of the game. It's where it originated. You can't have it one without the other. And it's good to see people, but people got lackadaisical. And then it switched to, hip hop is the biggest commerce in the world right now. It's the biggest marketed tool in the world. It controls everything from global economy to style. So it's, with people that put the time into it, because there's a lot of cats, and Sam will tell you that we come across them every now and then. We've been in the business for a while, but there's cats that come for the money and go, and you can weed these people in and out very quickly. They always show their ass. So, it's one of those things. Your work ethic is refreshing, and that's what I was saying earlier about the vinyl. I love the fact that you and MacGyver put out vinyls, and like when I was telling you about the playbill. So if you ever put up like a tour poster and you get an extra one, sign it, send it over to me. I'll hang it in the studio, man.
Yes, sir.
Sam will hang it up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But I mean, independent hip hop is how we got back into this, and I mean, we have fun doing it. I mean, Sam's energy on Sam. They don't make him like him anymore because his energy is addictive. He puts good karma back into the universe.
Forward. Nice.
I just remember when we used to be out there, and like you said, we be in the ciphers, and we throwing, some of the best things we can create from our minds and hearts. And I remember when platforms or supposed to be the place to go would lie to you, and they would have events and cheat you and stuff, and you wasn't going anywhere for real, and it wasn't what it was. So a lot of us, like you have yourself, took control of our art. And I like when you say you rate yourself, you're a perfectionist of yourself, and you will even come back. Like you say, if I don't feel it, I'll come back and reconstruct it and make it like I want to make it. A lot of people don't get that time, but a lot of people are not that creative, even, brother.
No, they're really not, and he hit it right on the head. There's a lot of people that'll try to force something, and when you try to force something, it's never going to work the way you want it to. And that's
it's a funny thing because sometimes we just did shit out of necessity, you know, because we made an album, like my first album. It took a while to make, you know, because it was a learning process. It was 2.5 years, 3 years of making that shit, you know, and piece by piece we made it. And once it was done, it was a new thing. Like how are we gonna put this out? How are we gonna make sure people know about this shit, you know? And it was a new thing. We had to go step by step, and we didn't have that much people in our network at this point, so we had to get people from our surroundings to do our videos with us and somehow make it happen, you know, and to make it flow organically as well. And of course, over here we had our own little thing. We had a big crew with a lot of guys rapping and trying to do something with the music. So it was a good time for us where we had our own little place where we could produce everything. And it took a lot of time sometimes because it was still not always easy to get it done. But somehow we made it happen, and out of necessity too, because we didn't have guys doing videos for us, you know, so we had to get out and get somebody from our crew and figure out how that shit works, cut the video together, you know.
Right.
And there's a lot of examples of that. Like that's the video, but then there's also, okay, how do you go on the road, you know? How do you make sure that you maybe get some media coverage and shit like this? So again, we use somebody, a friend of mine. He could do some management shit for us and some tour management and go to some conferences and make sure they pass our product around, you know, shit like this. And piece by piece, step by step, we kind of built something. And that's 10 years ago, actually, since my first album came out. It was October 26th, 2012.
All right.
That's when that shit dropped.
That's awesome.
And it's been a long road. Like the album came out in October, and our first international show was in December 2012 in Greece. And from that moment on, we never really stopped touring. After that, we got to go to Russia.
Now, I heard hip hop in Russia. I watched Vice News did a really good documentary on that. I mean, it's almost out to the point it's outlawed, right? Did you guys catch any heat when you were over there?
No, not at all. For us, it was a real fun trip, and we didn't notice any of that. We don't do activism type of hip hop in that regard. Like we have some aspects of that in our music, but not to the extent where these motherfuckers cannot come into the country and perform here. You know,
you know what I'm talking about though. A lot of the homegrown guys are they are outlawed. I mean, they show up and arrest them and all types of stuff, man. And it's like,
but also rappers from there, you know, rappers from Russia who can get into some real problems doing their music. You know, it's messed up.
I would like to ask you that, Blabbermouf, because that's the first time. Like I've heard of it before, but for you to put it right to us, and I want everybody to pay attention to what you're talking about right now, because you're saying that in certain places, depending upon your lyrics, you won't be allowed to perform here or even come here.
Yeah, but even near America, like a place like Cuba, for instance, where hip hop music, it's not really allowed. You know, it's not a normal thing. But the kids are doing it. You know, the kids are doing it even though it's illegal. And I think there's of course places in the world where it's like that. But in the case where I'm thinking about, maybe some artists in Russia who are maybe famous and they have some some power to their name, you know, and a lot of people listen to them.
Right.
Like, I think there's also some Vice documentaries or stuff like that about MCs who get prohibited from touring, you know, their show gets canceled, stuff like this. But we've been seeing this since the days of NWA, you know, like,
since speech was invented, man. They're always trying to.
there's always people that try to silence something that's because it has a lot of power, you know, and that shit can be intimidating.
I tell Sam all the time. I said, passion. You know, your belief builds passion, and passion, because 89% of this population are followers, man. You just got to give them something to follow.
Yeah, man.
And that's the sad thing. Is a lot of people.
You virtually become a world influencer. That's what it is. When you good at your art and you striving for perfection and greatness, you just become an influencer, a world influencer.
It really is. So let me ask you this, man. A little bit off the topic, but so when you are not, you know, you're not writing your music. So if you're chilling at the house, you just say, you know, smoking, just chilling on the couch. What do you turn on? What's your music like? What's your go-to top of the head right now?
It's funny actually, because I was listening to some Cadence the other day, like Cadence Clearwater Revival.
Yep. You know, it's funny. I called Bravo the other night and I said, the phrase of the day is what I tell you, Bravo. Stevie Nicks is a bad bitch, because I've been listening.
Yeah, that's all he's been saying all week.
The witchy woman, bro. I mean, I called him and I was like, God, that was such an incredible band. Shout out Fleetwood Mac, Mick Fleetwood, Stevie Nicks, of course, the whole crew. I mean, they made great music. The Rumors album is probably one of the best that ever put together. And it's you know, it's funny. I was telling Sam the other day to go check out John Mayer, Room Full of Squares, because I think that's one of the best singer-songwriter albums ever written, man, when he was unknown.
Let me ask you this, Blab. When you was listening to the Creedence, what was you doing? What was you getting out of it? Was it inspiring you?
I don't know. I just like I forgot the guy's name.
You talking about the lead singer?
The lead singer?
John Fogerty.
John, yeah, exactly. His voice is just fucking wild.
Okay.
Wild. It has this fucking grit, this timbre in it, and the way he sings it, like, you can't fucking copy that, you know. And
like Dr. John.
I sing along to the shit, you know. But
that's right, bro.
Like, yo, man, it's crazy. Some people just have the fucking voice. It's wild.
Yeah, and it's the energy behind it. Sam has that voice.
That shit inspires me, you know. Just, I don't know. That shit is just dope, and just try to aspire to be a good vocalist, you know, in my own right. Like, and doing shit like that.
Hey, look, man, they don't understand. A lot of people don't understand that don't have the creative side. You know, the people in the box always try to take away the creative arts because they don't know how to use it. But the one thing, like, you know, when you get the hair standing up on the back of the neck, or the chills, like from something somebody says, or the way the melody hits, like with me, it's chord progressions and certain shit that I haven't, like, I know exist, but I don't play them. Or like the way Sam will get into, like, because our friend Sam here, Sam, how do you feel? I want to hear how you feel about this too. Like, when, like, that's something that just, it can change the energy of somebody. Like, music can change the mood of someone. One note can change it. But you get into it, like, I lose myself in it.
It's like, I write hip hop music, but I like to hear EDM music. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I don't know. I just love it.
But you know what I mean? There's people that stick themselves in the genre and say, I don't listen to this because it's this. And I don't understand how you could do that.
Yeah, you cannot limit yourself. When you're creative, never limit yourself. And never live below your greatness. Never.
But I think a certain taste for music comes with age.
Yeah.
Because when you're young and you're doing, like, when I was younger, you know, and I was doing hardcore boom bap hip hop, it was like, fuck everything else, you know, like, fuck hip hop.
Yeah. And
it was just that hardcore type of mentality of, I don't know, just wanted to do it that badly and just be so, maybe even over focused on it, you know, like, but I mean, we just fucking loved it, you know. But later on, you know, you kind of realize, some of the shit that you shut out, maybe because of you were just in that zone. You come to it later, you're like, there's a lot of fucking dope music, you know, and you get to recognize that shit is just all about fucking vibes. And
absolutely.
whether the vibe speaks to you or not, you know, that's to each and every individual themselves. But there's shit that's universally loved still.
Yeah, that's like
It's
Quest
just-
said earlier. That is,
I mean-
it's the talk of, it's the sound of music of love.
Well, I mean, it's like they have a
whistle.
documentary out now, and I don't know if you fellas remember this, but I know, like you said, it's you know, anybody's allowed to like. I can't tell anybody what they can do, man. You know, that's one thing you learn as you get older too. Life gets simple, and it's really about the
Yeah.
simple shit. But you know, I can't tell people what to like. I can't tell them how to live their life, and I refuse to. But I will. The only person I argue with music about is yours truly, Sammy Said Vicious,
course,
sitting here,
of course.
and it's
Of
more of a
course.
debate and in a heated
Yeah,
discussion.
because,
But the people in the world don't even realize that, like,
Because-
Alanis Morissette, the Jagged Little Pill album. Do you remember how many number ones that album had? And did you know that is the 10th all-time highest selling record? And that was where Taylor Hawkins, R.I.P., from the Foo Fighters. That's where he got his drumming started and hooked up with Dave Grohl. But that album, Jagged, like, I remember being it on the radio waves. But that's one of those singer-songwriter things where John Mutt Lane, who was married to Shania Twain, helped her with her career. But he's a huge songwriter. But it's the people behind the music that are the ones, like, for instance, the Funk Brothers, the Motown house band, man. Think about it. They played on every track that Motown made.
You know what, Quest? I'm glad you mentioned that. When I got me a question for Blabbermouf, how hands-on are you with your everything? You're in everything?
Well, it depends on who I'm doing my shit with.
Okay.
But yeah, like it really depends because like a bunch of albums I made, I recorded them entirely here in my own studio in my own time, versus doing it with the producer on the spot.
Right,
you know?
right.
Because when I'm doing it here on my own, I have to do certain things that an engineer would maybe do, you know, like
Yes.
where the mic is right and when I
Oh yeah,
record it,
no.
my own little volume balance, do some fucking compression, blah blah blah.
Yes, sir. You got an engineer.
But you have to do the compression at the end of the day. I tried to skip it a couple times.
Yeah, just to make a good demo, you know, like. But that's how I used to do it here.
Okay.
But if I'm with a producer and the producer is recording me, then those are his things, and I just usually I do like a couple takes. I do like 3 takes, and actually, if I have to go after 3 takes, I have to do more. I usually maybe stray a bit from what it should be, so my take is usually in the first 3 takes.
Got it.
That's nice.
Sometimes I I stand next to the producer and I'm like, yeah, maybe cut this little part from the second take I did and put it in the take we want to use. Like make little edits, shit
Right.
like that.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I just go in one go. I try to do my verse. I don't do too much punch-in work. I just try to be steady with the flow and just do my 16 or whatever it is.
And on that note, this is one of the ones I found. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you said you got to be steady, and this one tells you basically in the title what you got to do. I think it says "Come Correct." This is with Elmatic, correct? This joint
Yeah,
is hard, man. You got "Come Correct," Sam. Always
Yeah,
on Happy Sunday.
always, man. It's Happy Sunday. And we got
But I mean,
Blabbermouf in
this
the
one was one I
building.
was getting on. But the way that, like I explained to you when we were talking this week, I said, so Sam and I, we played music and toured together about, well, we're 29, so we were youngins then. We're, wisdom with the 29. But anyway, we used to have, I had this house, we had a studio in the basement, but I was in a live hip hop band, and Sam is Sam. And I mean, the guy, you have to compete with him. It's like, Jay-Z said in the documentary, how did he follow DMX? It's like, how the hell do you follow that? Like, nah, this dude would go in there and we had to chase him for the rest of the night. But we used to have every Sunday, everybody that we played with, all our friends and family, they would come over, and we went on tour with a bunch of bands before, like, MySpace was just getting started. And so we had a big house, we had the studio, the horseshoe pit in the back, and we called it Happy Sunday. And you could only come with family, because if you came on some whack shit, man, you got to come correct. You know what I mean? But everybody brought food, and you're talking about 10 bands, and all the musicians are jamming together, rhyming together, and it's just like, we did it every Sunday for, what, Sam, like three years?
Hey, Blab, I had so many Jaeger bombs and I did so many keg
Sounds like
stands.
fun, bro.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
man.
why
We gave
you
him a
here.
headstand one time.
Thank
I
you.
thought he was gonna lose
Hey,
it,
man.
run out the house. He's
Hey,
like, "What the hell y'all
Vlad.
doing?" Wait,
Hey,
like, run your
Vlad,
pocket.
2 guys twice my size grabbed me, family members, and hoist me up in the air. And this guy goes to get the spout of the keg that they just rolled in 5, talking about, yeah, if these go down, we gotta get 5 more. Okay, I'll make the run.
That's
Right?
the same
No,
thing.
but he didn't. He was like, "Yo, what y'all doing? What y'all doing?" He hadn't been put upside down yet, man. And it's just like, but we had footprints on the ceiling from different. But we had fun with it, man. It was no.
Yeah,
It
I
was
look
all
like
about the
Chucky,
music.
the Chucky doll when he ran through the flower. My footprints was on the ceiling.
Yeah. And
It's
I think there was a couple people that didn't come correct, and I think they got left in the yard and laid out, just left in the yard.
Yeah, you get left
there's
outside.
No reason for
yeah.
any of that.
Go
But
home. Just go home.
you know, it's the negative, and I always tell people,
go
if you
home.
look for the
It was
negative,
Tracy
you'll find it.
Ullman. Go home.
But that's what I like about your delivery. So I'm gonna get into this. But that's like I said, man. Happy Sunday. You come correct.
Man, glad
We're the
you
hip hop
were here,
junkies.
brother. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you, bro. We appreciate Salute King. Salute.
And yeah, and after this, we're gonna get into. So I got some cool questions after listening to your music. And Sam's gonna tell you, man, this could be a curse because
And me and is
I
breaking
swallow
music
the music
crazy this week on you, bro.
It's live. We're the Hip Hop Junkies, Power357radio.com. We are also streaming live on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter. All you got to put in is the Hip Hop Junkies. That's JUNK.
You look real good today. Blabbermouf look real good today. We look great today.
And
yeah.
Blabbermouf is hanging out with us late night. Appreciate it, man. We're gonna get with it. But like we said, you always got to come correct, man. So just
man,
get it how you live,
we
man.
accept everybody how they are, bro. Period. And it's a family atmosphere. We wanted it this way. It's other people who do this, and I salute everybody. I appreciate everybody that blaze trails. But we just chose to grab on hey, we got True School in the building. We chose to grab on the independent hip hop so we could be a platform to push all you B-boys and B-girls that not unheard, but need to be reaching other vast multiverses where I know that your music is respected, appreciated, and sincerely loved. No bull.
Yeah,
Straight
man.
up. Straight up,
man.
That's
Let me know
what's
if you can hear this. If not, I'm gonna run through the other system. But we're gonna get into this right now. It's come correct, Blabbermouf. But guys, let me know if you can't hear this, guys. And we'll
I appreciate bro being here. We having a good time. It's happy Sunday. Happy joy, happy Sunday.
Yeah, shout out to my man Al too.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you guys hear this? Can you hear it?
No.
Booty don't need no music.
Oh, I got you. Hold on. There's always something. I'm trying a new trick here, man. Come on.
Look, he always trying something new.
Man, I'm always trying something.
You got something new all the time, coach.
Yeah, we shot that video in Bogota, Colombia.
Did you?
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Brother, your passport has to be exhausted.
Yeah, right? Like, I mean, how do I... That's dope, man.
Yeah, that South America shit was exhausting, but it was really cool.
All right.
What was cool about the while I get this set up, what was the cool about the South? What'd you like about it the most?
Man, they love that boom bap shit, man. They love
absolutely.
it.
All right.
They love that.
Where's the bet? Okay, go ahead, coach. I really got something to ask for that.
Yeah, can you hear it now? Did you hear it a minute ago?
We heard a little something. All
right, let me know if I got to turn it up. All right.
Happy7radio.com.
All right, let me know if I got to. It's Happy Sunday. Better come correct. Happy
Oh yeah, bro. I'm gonna make sure you put on for everybody. Cause you put on for everybody. Oh yeah, bro. I'm gonna make sure you let it be known who you working with. You put everybody down, engineers, producers, other artists. Ready, bro. That's why you are True School hip hop here on Happy Sunday and with the hip hop junkies. Blabbermouf, the one and only Blabbermouf. AKA True School. Y'all know I get everybody in here now. Shout out to Big Grip. The Wall Solo of independent hip hop. Y'all know I said everybody. Shout out to Big Grip. The Wall Solo.
The E, the N, the T, the O, the U, the R, the L, the O, the P, the L, the E, the N, the T, the O, the U, the R, the L, the O, the P, the L, the E, the N, the T, the O, the U, the R, the L, the U, the R, the L, the E, the N, the T,
Hey, Blab,
What up, man?
you have been in some of the most beautiful places. I'm hearing the places you've traveled. So I had to ask you this. I was just hearing all these different places and you making reoccurrences in these places.
Yeah.
What is some of the best food you've had, bro, while you touring? And where?
Fast food.
Yes, brother. You know we like to eat.
Yeah, of course. In Colombia, I had some real good food the first time I was there,
Okay.
and yeah, Macedonia, they had dope food too. Greece,
Mm.
Greece. But I've been so many times in Greece. Like I love the food there, but if I stayed too long, like it was too much, you know. But yeah, they got dope food too, man. But
Greece. You mentioned Greece a lot, brother. I said you really like Greece, huh?
I like Greece, yeah, man. I don't know, we have a certain connection with the Greeks and the
Okay.
scene over there.
All right, all right. Is the hip hop scene massive over there, brother?
Yeah, man, it is. It
Mm.
is.
I see that's one of your spots that you frequent a lot.
Yeah, we used to go there a lot. I have some friends there and stuff too. So yeah, shout out to my peoples.
Let's do actually while we on that. Let's do that because what I was telling everybody, I don't know if we were on air, but I was telling everybody, brother really gives everybody their flowers when even in his interview he's mentioned a lot of artists, engineers, DJs. So right now, what I would like to give brother the platform to do, we're talking to Blabbermouf, the one and only. Y'all know his nickname, True School of Hip Hop, right here on Happy Sunday. I like to give him the platform to salute all his peoples through his journey and his continuing journey in the greatness of hip hop. It's on you, Blab. Let's get it.
Yeah, shout out to the whole Half a Set team. Shout out to my Shogun family. Shout out to Antelope. Shout out to my moms and my pops, my brothers and my sisters, all the peoples out there, everybody, you know, everybody I ever work with, everybody that ever listened to my music, and anybody I forgot. So shout out to y'all. Much love.
Yo, I
Bless.
love the fact that you got to get the people that you forgot because you're always going to forget somebody, man. I'm telling you. I would, yeah, I lost that fight every single time, man. I'm telling you. So how long exactly? So when you started writing rhymes, like what pushed you to the part of taking your creativity to the level? Because I talk about a lot that people don't realize um, that when you have something like when you take your creative writing, for instance, or putting beats down, it takes a lot of guts to put something out in the universe and have it criticized. And a lot of people talk about doing it, but it takes an extra step to get to that level. And a lot of people have struggled with it. I mean, I've seen artists struggle with it since they start in the game. But there's a lot of people that just won't push it. They don't want to fail. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Totally.
And it's just, what took you to that next level? Like, what were you listening to? Like, how did you, because you either fall in love with hip hop and you try to, like being an MC, like you are, that takes studying, that takes practice. I mean, it takes a natural ability. Like I said earlier, your cadence on the tracks and the way you ride the beat it's almost prophetic to the song. I mean, you stay in the pocket the whole way and the energy stays the same on every track. And with artists nowadays, I mean, they're not going to, it's one hit and then nobody puts together albums. And a lot of people, I mean, the hip hop, you could see the boom bap coming back. Like you say in South America, it's huge. So, I mean, it's wild. I just want to know what took you to that next step. Like, what were you thinking when you decided, hey, I'm going to do this?
Man, for me, I was just blessed to be around some really talented people, dope MCs, and it was just like a sparring type of situation for us. So we could bounce off each other to become better, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a few of us already had some skills, you know, in on certain things, like just putting together a good flow and stuff like this.
So did you have the crew? Were you an actual crew? Like everybody had a job? Because I mean, you come up in hip hop and you studied the I mean, the music genre. That's what I'm getting at. So I want to see like with me, it was listening to After the Low End Theory by Tribe Called Quest, and just the way that they did that album, and then you get into like the Jay Dilla beats, and then shout out to my man Icarus, Grand Imperial Entertainment. I went out and met with him. He flew into town. He runs X Tape on Friday night. And we were listening
to the Grand Imperial Entertainment, Chicago love.
Yeah, nice. And I mean, he got me into like studying Premiere. He was 3 years older than me, so like they picked on me all the time. But took me to the studio. It's those little things that ingrain in you. But then there's always that line though. There's people that'll stay a fan their whole entire life, but there's that other path that have that creative fire, because it takes a lot to step to a mic, and because the fear of growing up in the 90s and stuff, you had to have your rhymes tight, man, or you don't want to be called trash, or it's over, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
pretty
So
much.
what took you to that next level? Like, what were you listening to? What was your state of mind? Like, because it takes a push.
Man,
All right, go.
I just love doing it. I just love doing it, and I learned to love also certain aspects of it that are just like you said. It's studying. It's putting in many hours into perfecting it, and like I still feel like I'm getting better. Like I'm still like growing, maybe slower than like I made maybe a big growth spurt when you're young. Like when you're younger, then you absorb shit a little quicker. But still, like besides that, I'm doing it in different ways than I was doing it. And more musical, like you mentioned the harmonies earlier. Like I like to evolve on a musical level too, because in my earlier shit I never did any real harmonies. It was all just straight up.
That's what it was. Wild, man. Your toolbox is definitely loaded. All right, so let's go like this, because I always got to find out, because you guys from the Netherlands, you guys are bringing heat, man. I mean, Sam, these guys are tearing it up on the everything that we hear. I mean, these guys study the art form. They're MCs, man. They get down, and I see the pictures that MacGyver posts of the hip hop festivals, man. And I think that like Europe's got they love the love for it is pure, I should say.
You tuned in right now. You love hip hop. Make sure you check out Blabbermouf. Blabbermouf. All you gotta do is put them in YouTube. Matter of fact, bro, where can the people find you and your movement at?
Man, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. The Shogun's YouTube is where my music videos go.
Okay.
I have a website too, www.blabbermouf.com.
I was just on it. It's fantastic.
With a little web shop and stuff, to do my thing. And that's where I'm at, on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm on Twitter too, but I don't do much there. It's just
right, it's there.
But what I was getting at is so like I was just setting the table for Sam. We got to take him down the gauntlet of the hip hop questions, or as our brother shout out to Bless the Party Sparker, Hip Hop Zone Radio.
What it
he
is,
sits down and he says, well, it's time. And there's certain questions as a hip hop artist, and especially an artist that can spit like you do, we got to know certain things, man, because we gotta, it's that dreaded question, one of those. And all right, so pick a top album, man. What's if you go to, like, we're gonna play off the top of the head. So what's like the first hip hop album that you play over and over again? Sam, I'm gonna let you go first, and then because you get the Age Before Beauty, right?
The first hip hop album
that pops in your head. This is a quick reaction. So what do you think right now? The first full album that pops into your head that is dope. And if anybody's listening out there, send it in the comments. Like you don't get to think about it. I mean, this is something that.
Hey, I got one right off the bat.
Shoot.
Enter the 36 Chambers.
Yes. Ooh, there's that woo. Sam, where's that? We should play some. Did you tell him about a little bit about the? Sam. Yeah, what's your album there, buddy? That's a good pull. Man.
Redman's first album. What is that? Muddy Waters?
Muddy Waters. What the album?
Yeah, what the album?
Yeah, what the album?
What the album?
Yeah, Muddy Waters changed.
What the album I played? Yeah,
I love that album.
Absolutely.
Muddy Waters is the shit. But
I think that's why I hit me in the head.
Man, Funk Dr. Spock. Shout out to the Funk Dr. Spock, man. I mean, Redman keeps.
There's a dark side, man. That shit.
Yep. Redman is still a ball.
I mean, all right,
albums, bro. Doc's name, like, shit.
Classics.
That's two. So you guys pull out two classics. All right, I'm gonna go with.
What you got on your mind? What's your replay?
right now, do you remember the original Sound Bombing from Raucous Records?
Oh yeah.
That was a dope series, man. Like, I mean, it put a lot of people on. They put Zach De La Roca with KRS-One from Rage Against the
B-Boy
Machine.
Dre and I were talking about that
That's
album
the
earlier.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what I was saying is, you picked the 36 Chambers. Our friend Sam over here is he's Beggar Clan, and he's Samo on the other side. He's got multiple personalities. He's got a new track coming out. I think you'd like that. Sam, you want to shoot that over to me? I'll play it here for him in a minute. But those are some good albums, 36 Chambers. If you guys are listening out there, you are power357radio.com. Hey, Sam, how many countries are we in?
We're only in 160 countries right now, hanging out with Blabbermouf. That's all.
Hey, with our guy Blabbermouf, man. Blabbermouf.
Hey, with Blabbermouf.
This guy is true MC's an artist. Hey, man, like, this is really cool, and we really appreciate you coming on, and hopefully we're going to be able to help and spread the good message that is your music. But, the 36 Chambers, I was listening. So I was telling Sam the other day, one of my sons is 11 years old. And this kid for his 11th birthday wanted to go see Hall & Oates. That's a whole different story. So he's a good soul. He understands music. And shout out Cooper. We love you, man. And his music knowledge is wild. But he told his Uncle Sam over here that he was like, yo, I can spit Protect Your Neck.
Yes, he did.
And he's like, okay, I'll give you the first, because he loves Inspect the Deck. But he went through the whole joint. I recorded him and sent it to Sam. And it's like, yeah, he got it, man. I put him right on the instrumental and he wrecked it. But he did every verse of everybody. And he's 11. And I mean, he spit it. And he edited the song as he went. Didn't
great.
He?
I got a salute. Hey,
yeah, man. Shout out, Coop. But it just goes to show you, man, that's a killer album. I had to buy that album like 7 times. And I think I still have it multiple ways. But I wore the tapes out. I wore the CDs out. When I had on Tim's in a black mask. Remember that shit? I know you don't remember Jack that night. I was hitting like a spike bat. So stingy, got short arms and deep pockets. Like, come on.
And it's funny that you bring up that track because I was in Switzerland on a hip hop festival doing my show, and Ghostface was the headliner. I did the Method Man verse in his show.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh man, do you have footage of that?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Oh really?
Yes, sir.
In the meantime, I'm gonna throw this down and hope we're gonna get the Sam. We're gonna play the Samo joint for you. Let you see what you think. But 160 countries, power357radio.com. We're here with Blabbermouf.
In the building.
Yeah, man. It's Happy Sunday. You know how we get down.
Blabbermouf in the building.
Turn up. And we're gonna keep it rolling right now. So hit us in the comments. Let us know. We still got some questions to ask Blabbermouf here, but his hip hop game is strong. Check him out.
Yeah, man.
The finest catalog in true school hip hop. Blabbermouf. Let's go.
Keep it rough. My mind, I'm in the lab, bumping tune, we keep it rough. My name just worldwide, representing living rough. All my people's where you at, stand up, this shit is rough, boy. This shit is rough, boy. It's Blabbermouf, I'm here, make sure them here. My verse back, shout to mature them here. Who got the audacity? I clap them cheese, make sure that's clear. Show for show, flow for flow, I really don't care. We catch back like I'm Barney falling down the stairs. And make by my funky ways, but we've been doing this for years. I'm like, Uncle Gus, show you how to make the fire. Yeah, set the spot up, blaze the no one dares. Get your fingers burned and twist and turn, but still they ain't prepared to prevent full performance. So when they're out there, watching from a distance for the slip and the beer. Rappers thinking they the man, but it wasn't sincere. Frontin' in your video with Gucci and Lamborghinis, yo, but we already know none of that shit was real or rented. Yo, they invested top dollar in your career, so make that hit or let the label financially fuck you in the rear. It's the music business. You gotta take care of both. Get yourself a lawyer before you sign that contract, bro. You might be messing with these vultures, I ain't on that though. Rock it independently, steadily making my pockets go and keep it rough. My mind, I'm in the lab, bumping tune, we keep it rough. My name just worldwide, representing living rough. All my people's where you at, stand up, this shit is rough, wide. This shit is rough, wide. We keep it rough. My mind, I'm in the lab, bumping tune, we keep it rough. My name just worldwide, representing living rough. All my people's where you at, stand up, this shit is rough, wide. This shit is rough, wide.
Two of them me and a borough band don't know. Still bust the tune, they're up and they're dead. Two of them me and a borough band don't know. There was a tuner upper than them.
And when I insult my intelligence, my elements, so of course I gotta represent. Having said, they want a king in a boss position. Don't want my ninjas doing wealth in their possession. Feel the sensation when I'm blasting with his alchemy. Stories so great that we call it their mythology. Greatest discovery, cause my delivery making ninjas wanna equip artillery. But my agility reverse the shot to their agility.
I don't represent my group if it ain't rugged. If it ain't rugged.
In your motherfucking backyard, blacker than space. I'm undetected with prisons and blah, by teaching your fuckers this shit you didn't know.
Keep it rough. When I'm in the lab, bumping tune, we keep it rough. My ninjas worldwide, representing living rough. All my people's where you at, stand up. This shit is rough, wide. This shit is rough, wide. We keep it rough. When I'm in the lab, bumping tune, we keep it rough. My ninjas worldwide, representing living rough. All my people's where you at, stand up. This shit is rough, wide. This shit is rough, wide. I don't represent my group if it ain't rugged. If it ain't rugged. I don't represent my group if it ain't rugged.
Some of them rough. Real road boys not afraid them leg shots. Boom, pia, boom, boom, now want a gate drop. Let us stop running, can't stop. Back again, be ready to take them up. Some of them rough. Real road boys not afraid them leg shots. Boom, pia, boom, boom, now want a gate drop. Let us stop running, can't stop. Back again, be ready to take them up. Some of them rough.
I don't represent my group if it ain't rugged. If it ain't rugged. I don't represent my group if it ain't rugged. I don't represent my group if it ain't rugged. I don't represent my group if it ain't rugged.
That's right, Power357Radio.com.
I said this shit will hit you massive. Come on, I said this shit will hit you massive. Hey yo, I said this shit will hit you
man,
massive.
first off, let me just start by saying we really absolutely we appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us as late as it is, man. We just like talking about hip hop, but now you know us. You got to send us the records, man. Any way we can play it. You got to hear Sam on the. You got to hear this guy when he's on the air, man. This guy can change. He changes people's lives with his energy. It's wild the way that he brings it. But it's funny you said the Wu thing because we were just talking about that the other day, and I think it's awesome. But yeah, thank you, man. First and foremost, it's one of those things where we don't leave it unsaid that we appreciate you being here, man. And it means a lot to our listeners. We hope that y'all listening out there. We have a pretty good audience, man. And we it's old Sam over there when he's on the microphone, man. He brings it. He brings that heat. So, but it's Happy Sunday. Oh, he went and got his hat. See, look, we always talk about the hat. Try to surprise. He always tries to upstage me. So I was slick tonight, man.
I had to get the mascot out. The mascot will start barking if you don't get him out. Shout out to Moose, you the mascot. That's my dog. That's my dog.
Right, that's right.
That's my dog.
So
2023.
getting back to the questions.
Yeah, you got what's going on? What you got on your mind, Q?
Who, me? All right, so we got to get back into this discussion. Like I was saying earlier. I mean, he's got. You don't just wake up and be like, these guys. You could write a song that. Future made $10 million off a song where all he said was, I think I took the roof off the Maybach over and over. I mean, that's dope, man. But nowadays, the producers get a lot more credit, man. I mean, you hear them because guys like it comes to a what's the joint that Timberland and Swiss Beats, shout out, they did well when the pandemic started. What's it called? The Versus Battle.
Yeah.
But like people like songwriters, they don't make them anymore like Babyface. Like we were talking about that. I was talking with Ick last night. Babyface was responsible for the songwriting teams. It was a machine then. Now it's even more of a machine because hip hop was one of those things that was a fad, and now it controls the global economy, and a lot of it is entertainment. There's a lot of layers to a lot of it, but the love for the art form has never been lost. And there's guys that stay true to their heart for b-boys and b-boy shit, and they 15 years ago, you would have caught me in a different conversation, Sam probably, and Ick in a different conversation. We were the.
That's why you got to check
snobby,
out Blabbermouf right
we were
now.
Snobby, man.
But
that's what I'm saying.
You got to check out Blabbermouf.
Yes.
Blabbermouf. You got to check him out. Like he said, he's on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. He's everywhere. All the same.
You'll like the
Blabbermouf.
videos, the YouTube.
Yo, if you go on YouTube and hit him first, whatever you see, just hit play. Just hit it. Just hit it.
You know, it's
You'll
funny.
be
It sounds
good.
like
You'll
the
be
exact
good from there.
directions I gave you. Sam.
And then, as Quest would say, then you can go down your rabbit hole with him. But just hit play.
That sounds like
Or
the
the first
exact
thing you
exact thing. All right, so we're gonna get back to these questions. All right, so you hit the album right on the head. So, hey, did you send that Samo over here so we could drop that?
All right,
I
let
think
me
I
get
got
on.
I'll find it.
All right.
All right, so who's your top five,
you.
man? It's the dreaded question. So if it comes down to it,
You really
you
gonna
gotta pick
ask that?
five. I know
You
I know
really
it's
gonna ask that?
a
That's
question,
crazy.
but it has merit. to it.
No, we don't ask that, man.
Oh,
That's
come on, man. Bless would kill me if I didn't ask this.
No,
If I
that's
didn't
what
ask you,
bless kill you because that's crazy. It's a million rappers that inspire all of us that we can sit down. I could name you eight.
I know I got 10
million.
different. I got 10 different top fives. It doesn't necessarily mean it gets etched in stone,
But
man.
nah, I mean that's like
Fair enough.
grab him for an hour and be like, "What's your top 100 producers?" Yo,
I
Yo.
mean, you
yo,
could probably go down that avenue with some people, myself included.
yeah. Let's ask that. Who are you some
All
of
right,
your
what are you
top
listening to
producers?
nowadays?
Yeah, who are some of your top producers? Ask that. Who gives you that? Yeah.
I think it's more hard with producers than with rappers. I think
Producers, it could be lightning in a bottle, man.
because I don't
I
know.
make a ton of trash before, a lot more trash than I do gems there. Nothing that
Yeah,
anybody
see?
pulls over on the side of the street to pick up and put in the back of the truck.
But I think a lot of dope producers are maybe less known. I think there's some
Yes,
guys. out
that's
there
why
that-
I asked. Yes. Let's salute the producers.
But it's hard though because, like you said, it's hard because you don't.
No, it's not.
It's
Pete
lightning in a
Rock.
bottle,
You
man.
said
Sometimes
Pete
you don't have a
Rock
good
earlier.
experience.
We all said Pete Rock. Do we shake our head, Pete Rock? Yes,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
do.
of course, Pete
Large
Rock.
Professor. Do we shake our
Yeah.
heads?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
Large Professor.
Not raw.
The reason he says it is
DMP
because the
not.
album's got
Do
great
we
production.
shake our head?
All
Nice
your songs.
Wonder. Buck Wild.
Yeah.
Do we shake our heads?
Yeah, Diamond D. I
Come
think.
on. Yes.
I think. Do you guys know about Godfather Dog?
Quest.
Yeah.
Quest. You just
Not a
talking
lot.
about him a couple days. Not a lot, but Quest brought him up to me a couple days ago, and we started digging. Thank you. Mention
Yeah,
those people, Blab.
I'm a
please,
snob, man. I'm a primo
Mention
guy.
some of
Pete
those
Rock
brothers
guy.
or sisters you work with that take you. Yeah.
Hey, shout out Havoc. Forever
Yeah,
Pete,
Havoc
Mob
too,
Deep.
man.
Yeah.
Big salute. Yes, sir.
I mean, that's
Q-Tip, man.
Q-Tip's my guy. Yo, I'm a tribe, diehard
Great
tribe.
DJ
Other brothers.
Premier.
Shout out
Great
De La
DJ
Soul.
Yeah,
Shout
Primo.
out DJ Bobcat, man.
Bobcat. Wow.
What?
Oh,
Shout
if
out
you
to
gotta
the
go
Bomb
Bobcat, you gotta
Squad.
go what's his name?
Hank Shockley.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Battlecat. The guy with
Yes.
the yeah, he's a beast too.
Molly
man.
Mall, man.
Did you
Oh,
know
yeah,
that
Molly
he's
Mall.
one of the top producers in hip hop
Molly
right now? He's
Mall.
Hey,
right
you're
there.
naming all the right people. That's
Come
dope.
on, y'all.
Oh man, yeah, no, you got to see my record
Come
collection
on.
behind me.
A
That
digger.
was funny. Like
He
it
used to
came
be
full
Lord
circle.
Digger, but Digger.
Sam will tell you, I had posters of Pete Rock and Primo above
Uh,
my turntables,
Uh,
and then it came
the
full
Beat
circle. And we got to
Miners.
drop.
The
We got to
Beat
drop
Miners.
MacGyver's version.
Oh, but the Beat Nuts too. The Beat Nuts.
Oh, the
The
Beat
Beat
Nuts.
Nuts.
The Alcoholics. Yeah, the
The
Licks.
Alcoholics.
The Licks.
I mean, you get in it. The Beat Nuts is. I mean, they had just crazy.
DJ Pooh.
I mean, the way they hit it.
Yeah,
DJ
but also
Pooh.
they did a lot of production for people, man. The Beat
Yeah,
Nuts,
absolutely.
man, they had dope shit, bro.
But it's you're talking about the
Yeah.
SP 1200 days. I mean, oh, shout out what's it? Jake One, man. With him and that
And Jake One.
Yeah.
and shout out Alchemist, the guys that still sell people
Yes.
the hard disk,
Yes.
man, the floppy disk. And I mean, they go in there and the way Jake One does the videos on YouTube where
You know
he goes
what?
behind the beat
Yeah, Mad
Wow.
Lib.
and
Wow. Yeah,
he
shout out
brings
to
out, yeah, he
Bad
brings out the old equipment and he plays the analog shit. And he's like, I think I did it like this, and he does it like it was just yesterday.
Okay, let's all salute together for DJ Muggs. Stop
Muggs,
playing
yeah,
with
shout out
me,
Muggs,
man.
man.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
What?
DJ Muggs had Scott Conn rapping at one point. Do you remember
What?
them? What was the remember you know Scott
Yeah.
Conn, the actor? He was signed to
wow.
the label with
Soul
what were they?
Dancers? Soul Dancers?
But DJ Muggs, yeah, those guys like
Fredro Starr.
Fredro Starr's
Fredro
awesome.
is what? Retro.
Josh Skills was a dope producer, man.
Okay.
Josh,
Okay.
Shout out Jay
Salute.
Dilla.
Onyx joints, man.
Yes. Salute.
Who was the dude that did the one I was thinking of the other day was the guy that did Uptown Saturday Night by Camp Low. The production on
What's
Who
his
did
name?
that?
Ski Beats.
Was it Ski Beats?
Great
Yeah.
Stevie.
Oh. SQ1 just dropped a sound pack last night, and I got that. Shout out SQ1.
Salute.
Yeah.
But you going back to Q-Tip? You know, Sam will tell you I got into an argument online because you know the internet is always undefeated; it never loses.
Ali Shaheed Muhammad.
But you remember when I called you and I was like, this person actually got under my skin, and they were arguing on the One Love beat from Illmatic, and they said it was No Primo did the whole album, and I'm like, I'm gonna smack you with stupid, like stop, like that was Q-Tip's like.
Man, everybody did that album. It was
Right.
No, I mean, yeah, but he was like, after the verse at live at the barbecue,
Look
I
at
mean,
you.
where he's
Look at
like,
y'all now. Look at y'all. Name and
I'm gonna go to hell for stuffing Jesus. I mean,
Sam.
but
Man,
you like
yeah.
Sam will never give you he'll give you a little bit of a glimpse into his product, but he'll deflect.
What? What?
If Sam has to pay homage to it, I mean, this guy draws inspiration. That's why we were asking you about it.
RZA. Shit.
RZA.
Big bro, salute. Salute. RZA.
Yeah, I can't wait for the series to come back onto Hulu, man.
Production.
And,
Come on. Oh,
but,
Fourth Disciple. Fourth
They come with a
Disciple.
second season, right?
Huh?
The Wu-Tang series, they come in with a second season.
it's the third season.
Fourth Disciple in the
Oh
building.
yeah, the third season. You're right. You're right.
Producers.
But Sam, did you tell him where Big Swagoo was finalized? My guys were where? Where's our team at that finishes the mastering course? Where are they located? Do you remember? And Big Swagoo. Sam just dropped a song called Big Swagoo, and it's a shout out to you guys.
I think I got it.
Where are you guys located anyway? Where are you guys located?
I'm in Virginia Beach on the East Coast. Sam's in DC.
cool.
I'm in DC right now. Sometimes I'll be in New York. Sometimes I'll be in California. And I'm about to go outside going out to Texas. Coach, we got to go to Texas see Big Grip.
We're not going to Texas.
DJ
It's too
Hollis.
fucking hot. It's
Oh,
dope.
it is. Oh, yeah, it is hot.
But see,
bro.
Sam's got a good point. I mean, we're both from Washington, D.C., and it's like, but I went to the beach. I got tired of the traffic, and yeah, it's a long story.
Washington.
It's 757 where Pharrell's from, and Missy and Timberland and all those people.
I'm around the corner from the White House right now. Blabbermouf.
Oh shit, dog.
Yeah, B.
I came into town last night, and Sammy ghosted on me.
The art of Babylon.
Hanging. Nah, shout out. Sam had football. This guy, he fits so much into a little space of time, and it's I'm an erratic person, so I hit him at the last minute. I'm like, yo, I'm coming into town. He's like, nice, heads up. Like,
I mean,
I was rolling down the highway, bumping Blabbermouf, man.
Yes, that's how I got a call at
Energy
3 a.m. on our time, Blab, bumping you at 3 a.m. on the highway. Him.
Cool.
No, but I was listening to somebody was going through my crate that I got
doing the
over here,
to all our
and I got this Soul's Mischief album, and I got Dilla's Donuts, of course. Shout out.
Yeah, it's a classic.
And like Sam was saying, the production is just. But you see guys like like I just said, Jack White is one of the top 5 producers in hip hop right now, and that he's a musician, man. But people like him, and like you saw Ed Sheeran make songs with Cardi B to, that dude is unbelievable.
Yeah,
but it's people like that. It just takes it's genre bending. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like when people pigeonhole themselves, I'm like, you're not even giving yourself a chance.
Look how easy y'all came up with producers. The whole Roots band salute. What?
No, but we got it. My team's in the Netherlands, so that's who.
That's where I got my mastering from.
Yeah,
salute.
Shout out AM guys over there. They're fantastic, man. But I know you over there in was it Sweden? The guys that wrote all the songs. That's where the people don't realize the Pop Machine was one studio that did the Backstreet Boys and sang Britney Spears. It was like. They did a documentary on it, and it was like you can tell in some of the instances of the way that the English was written, like, and it's interesting. But when he died, he passed away from cancer years back. But he wrote, it's like they said that between the Netherlands and Switzerland, it's like a hit factory. So you guys got to have a lot of influence, and I want to go. Like you said something earlier that I can't get out of my head. Sam, we got to get to a hip hop festival in Switzerland.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. That shit sounds dope.
Hey, Blab, we need to come.
Sure. And then I'm coming to Colombia. I heard that earlier. I love.
Hey, Blab, we need to come hang out. We need to come up one of those beautiful festivals.
Again, if
Yes.
you ever come to DC, hit us up, man. We'd love to come see a show, or if you ever make it
Yeah,
over.
that'd
Have
be
you
dope.
been over here yet to tour?
Yeah, I still have to, how do you say that shit? Come to the US, man.
Yeah,
you
if
know,
you touch
What
down
do we
in
got
North
to get
America,
here,
we
man? 'Cause
coming.
I got
pop
some
my
people.
cherry in the US. That's the one.
Yeah.
Like, how do we get? So what keeps you from getting? Like, I saw you have a huge following, man. I mean, your following is international. Like a lot of our guys that are here are stars here, but they're internationally. You got it's like football, soccer. Like in America, it's it's popular, but in the world, that is the number one thing that consumes the entire planet. So we're
Yeah.
over insulated over here. But like, why not? Why haven't you come to the States yet? I mean, you have 110,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, man.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just haven't found maybe the right person to do it with. There's,
Sounds like
like,
marriage, man. Damn, Sam, you hear
like,
that shit? That
huh?
sounded like marriage. He just, that was the politically correct answer for why aren't you married yet? And he's just like, I just haven't found the right person for it yet. That's a
Yeah.
good answer, Blabbermouf. Keep it 100, man.
Yeah,
I
but
like
with shows and stuff, it's sometimes it's complicated. There's
Yeah.
flights and hotels, and you have to get from A to point B. And in the case of the US, there's some extra work you have to do. Like if you want to do a lot of shows, you have to get a work visa to do the shit, And I guess
What
you
you
could
think, Sam?
slide under the radar, but it's
No,
it's a risk,
right. Do it the right
So,
way.
but it's better to do it the right way. And if we
Okay.
come someday, I want to just do a bunch of shows, because when you're on the ground, it's maybe easier to set something up. But right
We
now,
gotta
I'm
make
over
that
here.
happen.
Did
So-
you hear
Make
that? That was
that
the
happen.
greatest.
Oh, we got to make that happen. Oh, okay.
Hey, yo, we got to get you over here. I mean,
Yeah, bro. We got to get you the right
Wow.
situation. Yes.
Believe it or not, we
Yes.
actually have a quite a nice listener base, man, and
Yes,
we can
we
never
do.
help but
Yeah.
if you're ever on this
Yeah,
side
we gotta
and
get
you want to play
man,
shows, man, we'll
yeah,
get you
man.
set up. And I
Forward.
mean, that'd be awesome. But I just
real,
to
man.
see the energy you bring, and I mean, I know there's a lot of guys that are the same. You know that if he went to New York, he'd tear that bitch down.
Man, he went anywhere in the entertainment and
Ah.
in the hip hop lovers and the real fans and us that breathe and eat and live every day. You just wake up hip hop. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. That's why
Except
you
for in the
true
little
school.
niche that we come from, where you have to compete with something named Go-Go. That's
No,
a
he
different
wouldn't.
story, brother.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't because he's going to hip hop. Hip hop's
No,
gonna
I'm
come to
messing
him.
with you. Sam doesn't like Go-Go.
He's like a big magnet of true school hip hop, and you'll be well received and appreciated all over you would, bro.
So what's the
True.
definition
Real
of true
talk.
school exactly, Sam? Explain.
Hmm?
Like, that's a great word that when you said it was true school earlier. That was your first response after hearing some of his
Like-
records.
Like
So
when
what's
people,
the definition of true school? Like, tell our
like when
listeners.
people, it's when the beat and the artist come
Okay.
together and make that perfect intuition of me, and it becomes music that impacts you. Like you say, it impacts people. So
Man,
as
that
soon
shit
as you
isn't-
soon as you hear his music, if you know hip hop, you're totally set, and your music sets people in a boom bap era.
Oh yeah,
already.
no. I mean,
Boom.
that's what I was saying.
It's
You
like
remember
we're
Matt?
set in
Shout
true
out.
school hip hop. Boom, setting. It's like a Donald Goines novel. I'm a reader, Blab. I'm a reader, Q. And when I read Donald Goines novels, they put me in a setting. Your music put me in a setting. It already made me feel good.
Yeah, and it made
So,
your neck hurt too because
to
if you
listen
tell
to-
me
oh, of
anybody
course.
doesn't
Of course,
bang
yeah,
to that
of
joint,
course,
you bring them
yes.
to me and I'll call them a liar.
And you know, us being in our 20s now, you gotta watch that college back there.
You're
doing all that.
29 forever.
Yeah, 29 forever. But you know, you put us in the setting of true school, so it was already feel good. So to hear you go ahead and compliment the music as the last instrument, and then take us all the way there for the ride with you, or whoever you've had on it. You got people that you do collabs with, and all of y'all are on there doing the job. Everyone I've heard, y'all doing what y'all, that's hip hop. You can tell you love what you do, brother. Period. And every
Nice.
song that I've heard, and I've gone through the catalog of, like I said, the decade on, I came on up, but every song was, yo,
I know guys like there's big guys that were scared
love,
to
you
rhyme.
love what you do. Yeah, I knew guys that would boast here.
Like, I mean,
They
that's
would
not even
boast.
fun, man.
The
Like,
camera come on, they froze.
Yo, I would put him in
naturally
Just
accept
Days.
what
Shout
you
out
do,
Just Days,
and
Queens, New York.
you
I would put
okay,
him,
you
those
Just
two on the
Days,
track.
Queens, New York. Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Somebody's face.
But you continuously rise up to the challenge that you present to yourself. Even
Continuously, it's every song. It's
that's
incredible.
why I said it. You rise to the challenge, brother, and that's
You should
big.
start like an exercise.
It's
group.
like
Put that-
being
that's
at all.
cardio.
It's like being at like All-Star Weekend or Championship Weekend, and you're used to the lights. You're like, oh, it's a game. We just gotta win.
Yeah, exactly. Game time.
Game
Yeah.
time. Game time,
All right,
man.
so we're gonna take a little break real quick, and we're gonna come back. It's Happy Sunday.
Man, it's Happy Sunday. We got the one and only true school hip hop blabbermouth rhymologist in the building.
Bless up. You done?
7radio.com.
Yeah, man, it's Happy Sunday. This is Light. Shout out. Think my man's getting married tomorrow, man.
Peace,
Congratulations, GME crew,
GME
Bronx,
family,
New York,
GME
gang
crew
music.
in the building.
Let's go.
Bronx, New York, Brooklyn, New York, love. Blab, thank you for being here, brother, man. Salute. Had a
Pleasure,
great time
man.
with you, brother. Hey, you always welcome. Always. Like we always
Thanks,
tell
man.
everybody got a key. Come on home. Come on back when you get a minute.
Yeah, let's
Come on back.
let's link up either way. You know, I don't know, you guys on Instagram and stuff.
Yes, I am. Yep. I'm Bravo Nietzsche on Instagram. Let me find you right now, Blab. Because I can spell your name.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Quest was on me, it's not. He was like, yo, it's not mouth. So all the people that still tune in, it's mouth. And you'll see why. Just go check his music out. All streaming platforms, Blabbermouf. Just go
Yeah,
check
man.
it out. Check it out right now. Once you type in, if you go to YouTube, I'm telling you, type him in, Blabbermouf. Mouth, M-O-U-F. You type him in, just hit play. Just hit play. You'll be hooked from there. For real. Let me find Blab. I'm going to find Blab on the gram right now. Let's do
Yeah,
this how
man.
we
hit me
do.
up. We stay in touch. It's a good
Always,
thing.
brother. Always, brother. Like I said, you family.
Yeah.
You got a key. Anytime you want to come through, anytime. You, anybody.
Yeah, good energy, man. I love that energy.
Hey, man, same vice versa, brother. Hey, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I'm a fan.
Straight
And
up.
he don't like to get on camera, but he's already just smiled and head nod. Basically, let you know. Oh, it's on. And the God out this week, baby. It's on.
Gun, nigga. For where the people will kill you over a crumb, nigga.
Hey.
Teach you a lesson, don't be a dumb nigga. Came from the bottom, straight out the slums, nigga. On the road to the riches, holding my gun, nigga. For where the people will kill you over a crumb, nigga. Trying to teach you a lesson. don't
Shout
be a
out
dumb
Light,
nigga.
Group Game Music.
Blowing on
We the
this
family.
stage, Pop by. Yet before dishonor, whenever I die. Fast money, cash money, take that ride. I'm looking at the finish line with my eyes wide. And I'm riding that wave. It's a high tide. Seen a lot, take a lot before I cry. Sometimes the truth be built from a white lie. If you ask about a rumor, why would I reply? I done paved my lane. I'm in auto drive. When that money get low, the crime rise. Traded in that 38, had to supersize. Got that 44 mag, watch it post.
Mr. Blabbermouth,
Throwing up the
I
Yeah,
am
man.
following you, sir.
Last time,
Nice.
I'm from that
Yes, my
you know,
brother.
street grind. Someone killed today, tomorrow rewind. Came from the bottom, straight out the slums, nigga. On the road to the riches, holding my gun, nigga. For where the people
Yo.
kill you over a crumb, nigga. Trying to teach you a lesson, don't be a dumb nigga. Came from the bottom, straight out the slums, nigga. On the road to the riches, holding my gun,
We're
nigga.
live with my brother Blabbermouth. Y'all know how we doing it around here. It's Happy Sunday. That's my bro. Let's go.
It was a hot
Yo.
summer, a lot of soldiers lost, a lot of crime mothers. Faces slashed, a couple box cutters. Bring the coroner out.
Luke King, thank you for the time. King, bless up. Salute, honor.
Yeah, man.
Honor to have you here, King, for real. It's been an
And the
honor.
pleasure is mine, man.
Man, it's same here, man. Like I said, you got a key now. You got a key. You ain't no stranger. You family, bro. You got a key
Yeah, man.
now. That's what we tell everybody. You got a key now. Pull on up. Put your hammock up. Pull the RV up. Set the studio up. Let's go.
Yeah,
That's the
Yes,
only way to do it,
sir.
man. That's the only way to do it, man.
yeah, man.
Yo, it's Happy Sunday. It's power357radio.com. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, the whole world.
We're live on
you know, your love for hip hop will
power257radio.com.
carry you a lot of places there, Mr. Blabbermouf. When you come to the United States, it's on and popping, buddy.
We got to get
Right
that
now,
situation right. We're going to
you're
get
going
that
to conquer the
situation
whole
right.
world, brother. Keep
gonna get
doing
that
what you're doing. I
situation
mean,
right.
Happy Sunday is this, like I said like when we were talking earlier, it's the extension of the barbecue, man. This is a conversation. We just
Man,
sit back,
thank
smoke some
you
blunts,
for
kick some
doing
beers,
what
listen to
you
some tunes,
do.
man.
Thank
So that
you,
being
Big
said,
Luke.
we appreciate you staying up late
Yes,
and hanging out with
brother.
us, man.
Yes,
I'm about
bro,
to go.
thank you.
I'm about to sleep. You know, it's bedtime.
Yes, go get that rest.
I will
'cause
tell
got
you
a
that
show in a
when
couple
you
days,
you
baby.
come
Yeah.
and see us, we don't go to bed early, brother. So what? Yeah, we gonna have to.
Oh man, we gonna do it right. You know,
Yeah,
that's for
You
man.
sure.
know it. Look,
Hey, but
shout out
salute,
to
brother.
our favorite
You know, shout out to
superhero,
hip hop.
Big
This one's for
Danger.
hip hop. Shout out MacGyver. Shout out the Netherlands, man.
We
Shout out to
build deep
Love.
under sleep.
Big up
It's hip hop, man.
Oh,
for sure.
big salute to my big bro. You know who you are, the one and only Big Andre's Goon Promotion.
Yes,
Big
shout out.
Andre's Goon Promotion
Yeah,
worldwide.
Andreas, man.
Excel.
Big up.
Got you. To
Yeah,
my
it's one of my
sister
favorite guys,
MJ.
man.
MJ Hip Hop Connects with the X. Salute
Yep.
Queen. Y'all know what it is, man. Hip Hop Junkies
Yes,
in the
man.
building. We got the one and only
Yeah,
Blabbermouf.
absolutely.
He already got his key. He know when to pull up, how to pull up. He know. Bring the studio, bring the RV. Hey, coach, we got like 5 minutes.
We got like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna tell this one thing before we're gonna let Blabbermouf close out the show. He's gonna pick a track for us. So why don't you give a little bit of thought on what you want to end this on? All right.
Yeah,
And
we
for everybody
go-
out there that's listening, we support independent artists, man. We support hip hop. We support
Submit your music.
creation.
All you gotta do is
Send
submit
your
your
music.
music.
Submit your music. JR4
Bravo. Oh, go ahead.
at groovegangmusic.com and Bravo at groovegangmusic.com. That's groovegangmusic.com. I mean, it flows, it's smooth, it's easy to remember. But JR4,
Submit your
Bravo at
music. I don't care
groovegangmusic.com.
where you from. 7 Continental Residential. Y'all treat us presidential. That's why we love you all. That's why.
And it's all about the artist, man. Support independent artists whenever you can. You know, and if you don't have something nice to say about somebody else's creation, man, you know, go kick rocks, man.
Blabbermouf
You ain't
be
got
around
the-
the world.
don't ever
Look
judge
at him
another
hanging
human
out with
being.
us. Look at him hanging
And
out
music
with
is
us.
a universal
Happy Sunday.
language.
And he got
Hey,
his
my
key.
guy,
Let's
I
go.
hope this is the start of a long relationship, man. Anytime you need, we can help.
got
you
his
with track.
key.
I
He
mean,
know
let's-
what it
let's
is.
just
He
be popping,
family.
man.
He
Yeah,
family.
This is hip hop.
It's appreciated, guys. For real, it's dope.
We don't have
Bro,
too many friends, but we got a
almost
lot
that
of
season
family and love.
I
Let's
almost
go.
lost my damn
Let's
mind
go.
on 64 last night.
Nice.
Anybody's
Yeah,
living on the
bro.
East Coast, shout out 64 and 395, 495 up there, Bravo. They work on the same stretch of highway for
And you
30
was-
fucking years.
And coach,
Way
he
to go,
was
V-Dot.
doing the speed limit to all our
Yes, man.
friends.
But submit your music Tuesdays and
That's all you gotta do.
Thursdays, 6 to 9 Eastern.
And we
Sammy.
play you here on Happy Sunday. We do
Oh,
the
absolutely.
recaps, and we have the best of
Nice.
the best. New True School, the one and only
Yep.
Blabbermouf, Rhymologist worldwide. Let's go.
So what are we
Hey, Coach.
ending the show with tonight, man?
Yeah,
Like,
when we in it, when
Is
we
it one of
rolling out the
yours? Is
Blab-
it one of somebody else's?
What's right here, man?
Well, first off, tell them where you can, where they can find you, and then
One
can you
more
look into the
time,
camera and say,
Please,
"This is
Blab.
Blabbermouf," and I just, I'm chilling late night with the hip hop junkies.
Happy Sunday, baby.
Yo, this is Blabbermouf. I'm chilling late night with the hip hop junkies. You don't know. Big respect. Big up yourself. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Sure.
buddy. All right, what are we ending the show on tonight, my brother? How we ending? This?
Let's see. I would say I have this track. It's called The Flowing Dutchman.
All right. Oh yeah, man. No, I caught that joint. Sam, you were listening to that one earlier. Oh yeah, let me pull that. Joint.
Ooh, I gotta chill my hat. Hey, Blab. Oh yeah, baby.
All right, so when we were talking about albums earlier, real quick, the albums I was talking about is like you can listen to it all the way through, and you can tell that it's just the passion and energy that was put into it. Bro, I told Sam earlier, and I'm not gonna, you can quote me on this, and I love music, but I don't say this ever. I didn't hit next on any of your tracks, bro. I rolled for 3.5 hours and let that joint play, and then I hit it for 2 hours on the way back, and I called him at 3:00 in the morning when I got back into the beach, and I was like, yo, you didn't call me back, but you gotta hear this shit. And I lost my mind on his answer machine. So he'll probably say
I'm Blabbermouf. Wherever you find him at, just hit play.
Yeah, I mean, US, you need to stand up. The world, you need to stand up. This dude.
Oh no, we gotta make that situation right. We're gonna get
spit.
that right.
I personally love that it evokes that type of emotion.
Oh, definitely, bro.
Yeah, man,
Definitely,
So-
bro.
You know what? That's why it's not a fad, and that's why it didn't die off like everybody said, man. There's only certain people. It takes a certain type, my brother. All right, so
And
it's the Flying Dutchman or the
the Flowing Dutchman.
The
Flow
Flowing
and
Dutchman.
Flowing Dutchman.
Before you
Yeah.
get
hold
into
on,
it, I
I
would
had
like
it
to
up earlier.
sign out for everybody that tuned in. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Respect to the one and only Blabbermouf, aka True School of Hip Hop, continuously putting out nothing but true school and great hip hop. He on the road every weekend until December. Make sure y'all check him out. It's international known, world known. Y'all know 7 Continental Residential. That's how we do it around here. Happy Sunday. And for all the ladies, if you are independent and you are single and not freaky and disgusting, please meet me by the hot nacho cheese stand. I'll be standing there with the fried fish sandwich and some
Lord.
Tabasco
Nah.
sauce.
Nah, and they're already gonna be out like they always are, Sam. So go over and catch them at the taco truck, but
If
do
you
it at
love
your
you,
own risk,
oh
lady.
yes, happy Sunday. Happy joy. Let's get it. Blabbermouth.
Yeah, I'm
Luke King. What you doing over
trying.
there?
There's so much. This. I mean, the names of these songs, like the names of your tracks, are fantastic. Rider's Block, Mad Trips, like Choking Style, Blabber Stick, Jamaican Rum.
See?
Like, why is
See?
all the rum
He's
going?
going through it. He's going
Hey,
through
shout out Johnny Depp, Justice for Johnny.
Johnny.
All right, so I'm gonna try to find it real quick. Apologize. Catalog is fantastic.
I love
What's
your
the name
hat.
of the new album coming out?
My new album doesn't have a name yet.
Yeah.
Like Prince.
But
Keep it under wraps.
the group album I'm dropping is called Una Cultura.
Okay, what's the definition?
That's one culture. It's basically the name, and it's because it's a collaboration album with 2 MCs from Chile. So it's like 2 cultures coming together and making dope music. So yeah.
How the
Yeah,
world
shout out
was
Psycho
taking
Baby
over.
Official. One of our boys is from Brazil, and he represents
Yeah,
Miami.
Miami,
Man.
our
He
brother Psycho Baby.
gives us a little bit of that favela funk every now and then. So shout out Psycho Baby Official. Go stream it. But I mean, go check this guy. You can't miss this guy. I mean, if
Man,
anybody
thank
that
you.
says
I
what,
can't
oh,
say
I was
nothing but
busy.
Thank you. Make sure
Anybody
you
that
use
says
your
I was
key
busy or anything
anytime,
like that,
brother.
it's like
Anytime. Use your key. Anybody
you
asks
can Google.
I got a
You only
key.
got to put a couple letters in there.
Family,
And
happy
this guy will
Sunday.
pop up. I promise.
Family. That's my brothers. I got a key. We can pull up. And
Yeah, man, we
work
gotta
out.
get you to the U.S. though, because I know some.
I told
don't know
you,
why
we
you
just
come
found
here,
the right
but there's a lot
situation.
of
He said it. You got to find the right situation. We got to find the right
Yeah.
situation. Definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, shout out
Dope.
our boy Bogey. If you get a chance, Blabbermouf, check that out. He got a new album coming out called Free Lopez, but he prides himself on being the boom bap. Doesn't he, Sam? He loves
Nice.
I want a big salute to all the independent B-boys and B-girls worldwide. Submit your music, bravo at groovegangmusic.com or JR4 at groovegangmusic.com. You send it, we spin it. It costs you nothing but your time and your drive to be heard around the world. That's all
it really doesn't cost you much. But hey, you got my email address, man. Sam's is like it says in the thing, but hit me. I'm gonna hit you afterwards, man. I'll give you my contact info. We'd love to. Sam, are you a fan? Because I vote this guy thumbs up, man. If this is American Idol, man,
I told him from the jump. That's why he has the nickname True School here. Happy Sunday. He's True School. Blabbermouth is True School.
Fire, guys.
Hey, salute it. Shout out Andres, man. And I had heard some stuff. I had heard some stuff, but man, I wasn't prepared for what hit me in the face, and I'm glad I wasn't because you know what?
Thank you. This is what we do it for, Blab.
I needed that shit. This is why we do Happy Sunday, man.
Did we Happy Sunday? Need that.
And you know why they call us the Junkies? We got that fix for them, man. So Blabbermouth, man, your family, brother. We appreciate your salute and salute hip hop. Everybody that does it the right way. Hey, people, live your life. Be yourself. Don't let anybody put you in a box. If they don't like you, don't fuck with them. Stand tall. Carry your balls. It's John Quest. It's Happy Sunday.
Championship this I'm in the ring. I'm doing my thing, and the one and only Blabbermouth.
Blabbermouth. Hey, man, thanks for joining us tonight. It's the
No problem, guys. Pleasure is mine.
And you guys can stream this on YouTube, Twitch. I'll post the link on the website, power357radio.com, acrossthefader.com. Groove Gang Music is the family. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace. Bless up. Respect in every aspect. You don't know.
Ooh, I like that. Sam, we might have to get a sample off this guy on that one, man.
Man,
that was dope.
Love Blab. That's my brother.
You know what, man? It's been an absolute pleasure, man.
We got you. We got
absolute pleasure, man.
sure,
Salute,
guys.
King. Go get some rest. Thanks for hanging out
yeah,
with us.
do that.
Thanks
Do that.
for everything,
Everybody,
guys.
happy
All
Sunday.
the free.
Peace, Sam. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, we stay in touch for real.
Hey,
The
man, I'm
DJ.
yeah, I'm telling
Bless
you what,
up,
man.
guys.
And this is what
Peace,
it's for,
bro.
man. Family. Peace, hip hop. Salute. Happy
Peace,
Sunday.
peace.
Hip hop junkies. Sam,
Peace.
Yeah.
catch you on the flip side, brother.
On the flip side. Peace.
Peace.
I get on to learn my music out right now. Once again, it's Blabbermouf and I'm one of a kind. I get on to the sound, but get no respect when I get on, everybody turn up if you will. Once again, it's Blabbermouf and I'm one of a kind. Yo, killer sound, but get no respect to when I kick the ill styles for the crowd to get loose to. Woo, woo. I'm blabber money now, flip up. Lyrics going at it like a downtown swinger. Step up in the dance, all them call me Blabzilla. Rip up, track up the jack, attack it, rip after I spit up, knocking down. Illness when I come, time for true your center. The recorder rhyme and run together, I did 100 sit-ups. If ever get into the butt of the session, so bump the shit up. Eat pasta, drink water, smoke ganja on the Avero. Just kidding, it's a lot, but seriously, I gotta quit it. Love it so much, addicted to the funk. I'm bringing so I go before I run, deliver a power punches from the law. And my shoulders energy I'm giving, but keep my feet on the ground, cause I remember being back in the park, but take up a big of the cipher in the freezing winter. No gimmicks, just four MCs and some instrumentals. Who the fuck would have ever thought that we will become successful? Let me tell them, yeah, it's the power of hip-hop. Gain knowledge yourself and make your mark. So come here with the mic and I show them I'm the bomb. That's a lyrical buckshot. When I get on, I get on. So turn my music up right now. Once again, it's Blabbermouf and I'm one of a kind. I get on till I sound, but get no respect when I get on, everybody turn up if you will. Once again, it's Blabbermouf and I'm one of a kind. Yo, killer sound, but get no respect to when I kick the ill sounds for the crowd. Ain't nothing new, well a few things changed. For starters, my beard grew longer and my raps got harder. The beats got fatter and the crowds got larger. My tools got bigger, make it hotter than Tijuana to the main stage. From the cypher on the corner, smoking marijuana, performing hella tight shit. His butter still on the top of the stack and provider was stacking. Spit rolls like the globe rotating around the taxes. You can't prevent it from happening. Right up relentless, raps writ, raw rhymes to show my man was done for all your raggedy, half-ass and so-called rappers. You kidding? Think before you speak, I catch a bad one, baby. It's strictly by my skills, and the skills is crazy. I get on, you know my steeds, catch them wrecked on a daily. Like, really, I'm a like, what the fuck right now? All them people be like, yo, bring that back one time. And I get on, everybody turn up if you will. Once again, it's Blabbermouf and I'm one of a kind. Yo, killer sound, boy, get no respect to when I kick the ill styles for the crowd to get loose. I get on, everybody turn up if you will. Once again, it's Blabbermouf and I'm one of a kind. Yo, killer sound, boy, get no respect to when I kick the ill styles for the crowd to get loose too. The ill styles, kick the ill styles, kick the ill styles for the crowd to get loose too. The ill styles, what? The ill styles. I kick the ill styles for the crowd to get loose too. Yeah.
Listen to this piece of music. It's monstrous, nigga.
For real, y'all. Yeah. Hold tight. Ha ha. I tell them that to hold tight. Blabbermouf on the mic, I be much of the place. No, we do them shooting outside. Lyrical take a bang back, we do the show gun type, yo. It's gonna be alright. Cause we step up mad skills and we bring them to the side, bro. So tell them that to hold tight. Blabbermouf on the mic, I be much of the place. No, push up the train. So check it out, my blade faster, that meaning my gray matters. Platter my bond that then shatter. Rappers like glass platters, mad as a mad hatter. When I gather my team, you wanna smoke weed, but we better be in the lab. Put the tracks together, I'm fed up with all these suckers who pretend, yo, make them whack MCs fail like gravity wins, yo. Now they ask me who's my top three. I'm like, well, it depends, though. Of course, it's I, myself, and me until the end, yo. Then I'ma bust a verse fresh like Lord Finesse and Crusher. Maybe not the best, but better than a lot of motherfuckers. You wanna roll up on me? I warn you, you can't touch us. We swarming on your crew, now that's a lot of motherfuckers. These shogun swords to chop ya, rumba clutch ya. Fuck your whole shit up and send you home in separate boxes. I'm a microphone sensei, rap Buddha, hip hopper. My parents told me, boo, but for you it's the Mr. Rabbit. Check it out. For my body, my coffee, my shop, place. No, we do the shooting outside. Never go to the Bangkok, we did the show. Gun drive, yo. It's gonna be alright. Cause we shop for mad skills and we bring them to the side, bro. So tell them that the whole time. Love for my body, my coffee, my shop, place. Push up the place. Cause I got bangers and coming like check the media watch. Sometimes I quit at the side of a stadium, but my next for these drop. And I drop tracks like mortar fire, that's more fire. I gotta live life first to make tunes inside my brain is wired. I stay inspired, keep it fresh, ain't no need to stress. Got material for days of the competition, ain't shit. I exercise, I'm like my daily verse, I gotta stay fit. And yo, I'm letting my voice be heard when I rock this. So I step in the booth and let it out, this therapeutic with some Buddha blessing. Anything I'm doing is on the type of my music. Now my rhymes turn to business, and business is booming. So I'm like my man, Bundy. My people's join the movement, but rappers need improving. We steady leveling up some more. Hit the left to record some more to make the crowd give it up some more. Haters wanna hate what I give, less than a fuck some more. Mush up the place when I step at the jam to fuck some more. Hold tight there, grab on my body, my coffee, mush up the place. No, we do the shooting outside. Never go to the Bangkok, we do the shogun drive, yo. It's gonna be alright. Cause we shop for mad skills and we bring them to the side, bro. So tell them that the whole time. Love my body, my coffee, my shopee place. Go, push up the place. Now it's time to blow up the spot. 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 Christmas, Blabbermouf, but on the riding flow, for real. Hey, 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 hey. Listen up on the rest with the finesse and charming. We releasing the stigmativia, yo. Now stay the kill them all Monday. Take it, Christmas and Blabbermouf, chop up the head. Listen up on the rest with the finesse and charming. We releasing the stigmativia, yo. Now stay the kill them all Monday. Take it, Christmas and Blabbermouf, chop up the head.
Them I go go away, I chop up the head. Them I get bitches and say away, I chop up the head. Bust gal, I bust dance, we chop up the head. If you don't know us, chop up the head. Body from night until the morning long. Gal, I wanna come and bust vibes to their song. From the land of the Vikings, smoke like me King's Zone. If you didn't know, it is the danger.
Bust up them bangers, bumper, go tap to London. Keep them in check when Christmas and Blabbermouf come. International, bump. One thing, baby, the dot. So like the eyes, living the cycle for this one.
Black Dragon, I'm coming through like I'm Armageddon. Get some solo move up and knocking them like Tyson.
Cause when I'm the bigger bitch, you witness this lyrics. This time I am lyrical. Guess I cock my shit back to take it easy like Mad Lion.
Mad Lion, trying to design, but only trying. Trying to knock us down, but the dragons just keep on flying.
Burn fire, come straight from the heart, so they be bumping them tunes. And it is from my class, so listen up on the mess with the finesse and charm. We be releasing that stigmativia, yo. Now stay the kill them all Monday. Take it, cause my Blabbermouf, chop up the head. Listen up on the best belief and that's and charm. We be releasing that stigmativia, yo. Now stay the kill them all Monday. Take it, cause my Blabbermouf, chop up the head. Ninjas in the line.
Girl stood up to say,
so pump it up, hold tight.
We're kicking in the limelight.
Rhyming all night.
So bust off the bar.
Bring it to it.
All right.
All right.
Back on track, jumping gaps. Put it in just so maps to sound smooth when I'm dealing with rap. That's so. Matter of fact, yeah, my rap is not an act. If I'm not doing this, I gotta go and smoke a fat ass them. Original blaps to blast them with a passion. I might get a stage in this action. They call me the slaughter. That's not what in my rhymes. My slaughter is 1, 2, 8. Vengeance on your motherfucking block. Go ahead and call the cops. They say ninjas the same. In the main red was spit balls. I'm making folks just wanna switch lanes. Still maintain, so listen up to what we change.
Listen up on the best belief and that's that Tommy. We be releasing the stigma to the yo. No style to kill them all Monday. Take it, cause when some love, I'ma chop off the head. Listen up on the best belief and that's that Tommy. We be releasing the stigma to the yo. No style to kill them all Monday. Take it, cause when some love, I'ma chop off the head. Ninjas in the line.
Girl stood up to say
so pump it up, hold tight.
You be kicking in the limelight.
Rhyming all night.
So bust off the bar.
Bring it to it. Yeah.
All right.
Don't swing, chop, chop. When the beat drops, I get it cracking. So I gotta be constantly sharpening my battle axe and back into a 1-2. I'll let them flabbergasting now in 2016. I'm backstages around the globe in an orderly fashion. Yeah, no need to worry, cause Babs is here. Dropping plenty jewelry over map this year. Listen up, this won't keep our shit. We'll hit y'all. Positive energy be lifting up. That's what I'm bringing up. You only dream about it while we living it. So give it up. The herb citizen, we've been traveling for a minute, yeah. And reach the destination, yeah, but it's all about the journey, man. Now all them take heed when we bust this jam and listen up. Listen up on the best belief and that's that Tommy. We be releasing the stigma to the yo. No style to kill them all Monday. Take it, cause when some love, I'ma chop off the head. Listen up on the best belief and that's that Tommy. We be releasing the stigma to the yo. No style to kill them all Monday. Take it, cause when some love, I'ma chop off the head.
Give me the microphone where I chop off the head. Them my DJs are there where I chop off the head. Boss gal, I boss dance when we chop off the head. If you don't know us, chop off the head. Straight out the space, down to the ground. Out of the gate, into the jungle. When Christmas them blabber in the cipher, you know it is fire.
Alright, this way, man, this way. It should be in this direction. Sure, man? Man, I'm pretty sure we passed that rock 5 times already. Yep, same rock. I'm telling you, man, it should be in this area. I don't know, man. We'll see. According to the map, it should be right here, man. Wait. I think that's it over. Yo, can you stop eating the fucking food and help me over here for once? Damn, bro. I'm doing all the work all day, chopping this fucking machete. I'm have to get angry. God damn, I'm just hungry. Walking through this jungle all day. Chips away, man. Fuck you, man. Nah, fuck you. You guys better chill out, man. The fuck was that? Oh no, man, but help me move this rock so we can get out of here. Well, that was easy. Damn, it's dark as fuck in there, bro. You got the flashlight? Nah, the battery's dead, man. Fuck. All right, let's make a torch. Hand me that stick. All right, follow me.
Yeah, what? Ha! The flowing Dutchman, yeah, the flowing Dutchman. I'm Mr. Barberman, I be the flowing Dutchman. Yeah, shuffle on the production. Like this, yeah, like this, yeah. The flowing Dutchman, yeah, the flowing Dutchman. I'm Mr. Barberman, I keep the hair bumping. And now the truffle makes me up with the production. Pass, I'm like the gun of the dragon at the dungeon. And yes, certain, step aside and let me do my duty. While you rusty as fuck, I keep my accents running smoothly. It's sure good at a shaking ninja, quick to flip a bit of a boom and lyric like an Uzi. I get up in that booty, cause the flows and compose and sold up. They both those who suppose and not supposed to be so dope. Cause I wrote it, it's hella dope. Why? Cause I'm telling you so. My shit's worldwide, and did I mention this hella dope? Most definitely professional, we got 3-dimensional space and time. When I rhyme, it's divine, it's spiritual growth. My rhymes combine knowledge more than mine, but having a good time, giving you both. That's what hip hop is all about, no matter the color of your skin. We do this from the heart, this is coming from within. The end is all it makes. Sound cliche, but I'ma show you what it means. As soon as the beat plays out, get on stage live. We'll let the lion out the game, so the light. Like the banner when it gets in rain. So yo, come on, come on, come on. Like many licking out the bad shots. So here I am with some new bangers for ya. The verse I spit comes like a whirlwind to blow the trash out the water. Rappers better go selling ass on the corner, that whack shit. Crazy gonna last much longer. I'ma until your armor, German drama like the Godfather. Hit them stronger, faster, harder. Not talking about world starving, but hitting them with the music. That's how I do it. Turns out I reach a lot of people when I stepped in the booth and rap my guts out. So I continue to. Back in the days, they asked me how you gonna make your living do. Don't you need a real job? How can this support you? Did a steady income, save up for the future. So I put in work, invested everything in my craft. When the album started coming out, it all ran fast. Now, find me on tour, having a blast. I ain't a rich man with cash, but a rich man nevertheless. Cause I'm blessed with my talent and friends like these. Much love to my girl, we together for 10 years. Much love to all the people who let me the inch and give me the motivation to keep going when the struggle was real. Kept going, I did, here we are, never faded. I'ma take this rap shit as far as I can take it, yeah. The flowin' Dutchman, yeah, the flowin' Dutchman. I miss the Blabberman, I keep the hair bumping. And now the truffle lace me up with the production. Fast, I'm like a little dragon at the dungeon bar. The flowin' Dutchman, yeah, the flowin' Dutchman. I miss the Blabberman, I keep the hair bumping. And now the truffle lace me up with the production. Fast, I'm like you're my big and I realize them. Whoa, when my pen starts writing, Blabberman boss lyrics take a liking. Whoa, yeah, just keep on visualizing. Watch this, let me take a let me run. Can't fight the hype, them be live. Them I do what I do when I know many tries. But failed on the spot, my man, them can't stop. Listen up, what happens is the cream of the crop. Crews get my strap, bust up your career. Yeah, already see you is the nicest in here. When some boy claims attention, Bundy says I could have taken out the dungeon. Hey, I see yo, come on, come on, come on. Like all right, hands in the sky, if you're down with the steel line. Come on, come on, come on. It's hot. The flowin' Dutchman, he licking out the bad shots. The flowin' Dutchman, yeah, the flowin' Dutchman. I miss the Blabberman, I keep the hair bumping. And now the truffle lace me up with the production. Fast, I'm like a little dragon at the dungeon bar. The flowin' Dutchman, yeah, the flowin' Dutchman. I miss the Blabberman, I keep the hair bumping. And now the truffle lace me up with the production. Fast, I'm like a little dragon at the dungeon bar. The flowin' Dutchman.
This is how it started off.
I see roll up the yard and I can entertain times. Cause you would have ever thought that we gon' make it this far. Loaded another beat as I keep the mic warm. Hey, yeah. Come on, come on, come on. No, I see roll up the yard and I can entertain times. Cause you would have ever thought that we would make it this far. Loaded another beat as I keep the mic warm. Full album, keep the shit that make my life transform. I'm ready for more. Hit me with the tour around the earth, man. Can't say that I never met on, but I just know it's worth it. Blabbermastic ambassador, hip-hop MC. Show them you was better than me. Music ain't no violence needed. So another 20 clip is emptied in the track like this. Metaphorically speaking till my gat goes click. Perfectly spiritually and mentally equipped. Let's physically build so I can perform on and on. In top condition is real. No lyrical skill. I'm made to last, steady building. What you're hearing is years of dedication to my craft at all. Pump in the place, I get my focus up. With healthy meals and exercise to level up. Plus fat splits for 90 rhymes so I can write if I'm ripped, but I write the next one done. I'm all set when it comes to writing albums, bruh. So underrated, I'm telling you, dude, you might be able to rap, but it ain't never like what the flowin' Dutchman do. So one time, straight up, come with it. I'm on the rise for that night and phone for your system. They were folks to do in the stage and get the pistol blabber. No need to explain my name, the only thing that matters. So one time, straight up, come with it. I'm on the rise for that night and phone for your system. They were folks to do in the stage and get the pistol blabber. No need to explain my name, the only thing that matters. Some of them be better than my beginning, but keep up with the talk shit. The typical mindset team enough shows like hotcakes. Some of them call me number one, some of them call me insane. Call me what you want, but call me till it's time to do my set. I kindly sit down for a drink and maybe roll a split through my pink cell. The merch meet the fans, the cash and split. It's hardly time for a party when you have to catch up like my squad be rolling hard. Even the different they can be killing it in the night. It's hard to got me river the part, the globally vividly like the bar. Molly got me sipping it up, I get it in my spin height. Now roll up the garden part of my friend. The rappers is retarded, brainwashing the target audience so the stars to make sense. It's garbage for the market, I'm bothered, but it's what the problem starts when they call it hip hop, cause that ain't it. The fuck is bullshit, the ninja pack seat. I take aim the blast, motherfuckers, but now some of these verses from my brain like one time. Straight up, come with it. I'm on the rise for that night and funk for the system. They were fuckers even the space and get the bitch to blabber. No need to explain my name, the only thing that matters. So one time, straight up, come with it. I'm on the rise for that night and song for your system. Zero bucks even the city get the Mr. Blabber.
The crowd was up, and this is how it started off.
Now I say roll up the out and document the day, guys. Cause you would have ever thought that we gon' make it this far. Loading another beat as I keep the mic warm. Hey, yeah. Come on. Now I say roll up the out and document the day, guys. Cause you would have ever thought that we gon' make it this far. Loading another beat as I keep the mic warm. Hey, yeah. Come on. We on the ride, y'all. We on the ride, y'all. The flow and Dutchman, trouble and Blabbermouf, y'all. Cause we the shit you don't believe, come see it live, y'all. Spit my rhymes and kick routines and sitting all the time, y'all.
The crowd was up, and this is how it started off.
Cause Blabberman, I'm boss man. Yo, I'm boss man. And this music is pure. Energy I can't dismiss. Plenty silent lyrics. I'ma rock them for sure. Hey, yo, boss man. Yo, I'm boss man. And this music is pure. Energy I can't dismiss. Plenty silent lyrics. I'ma rock them for sure. Yeah, more and more. Because the flow is never off course. The pen game insane. Artistry in true form now. Who would want to be given a better performance than them all? Don't need to ask the mirror on the wall. I just know within my heart I fire on. Cause with fire I'm on. Scores to chat and flames even when the mic is on. Yo, I got big plans I'm not gonna abort. And I enjoy as much as I can cause life is short. So what you want now? Yours got to the floor now. I do my thing. Keep going and going, still hitting with more styles. It's quite the sight with all of my mic. I go all out and earn my stripe on music to play. All around the world now. Cause I'm boss man. Flip it in the dance out. Smoking seeds I can't see straight from Afghan. Now back to jet but you can call me Dan Gagan. Been up on the stage so spitting the bars up because I'm boss man. Yo, I'm boss man. And this music is pure. Energy I can't dismiss. Plenty silent lyrics. I'ma rock them for sure. Hey, yo, boss man. Yo, I'm boss man. And this music is pure. Energy I can't dismiss. Plenty silent lyrics. I'ma rock them for sure. So check it out. All they down shit talkers best abandon shit. To do what we do takes a lot of craftsmanship. This life MC you can't dismiss. We run things and tear this motherfucker up. But another thing in the 70 get it and jump in. Going crazy, yeah. All the man and gal, them I tell them raise it up. Push up your hand, then we bring another anthem. For all them boss man around the planet, they hear me now. Cause if you're working to pay your bills, use a boss man. Be young and payment till you can't use a boss man. Or you're struggling to survive, then be a boss man. Then just hustling to get by, become boss man. What's I gonna boss man? Because I'm a styling. Got to see the world because of the way I'm rhyming. And I ain't finished yet, my empire still rising high. I'm saying anything is possible, just visualize it. Yo, I am boss man. Yo, I'm boss man. And this music is pure. Energy I can't dismiss. Plenty silent lyrics. I'ma rock them for sure. Hey, yo, boss man. Yo, I'm boss man. And this music is pure. Energy I can't dismiss. Plenty silent lyrics. I'ma rock them for sure. Them all more ready off. Ready for my voice is my weapon, y'all. Ready for them not ready for we. Let's get it on. Ready for whatever with mad bars. Like machete chopping heads off. Giving it rolling efficiently. Y'all doing the hack job, y'all. Catch more rap than NASCAR. Off the bricks like Hacksaw. Put my name on the map, y'all. So hands in the air. From the front to the back, y'all. I'm the type to walk away unscathed from a Mexican standoff. And I blast off like that. The lyrics didn't come. So respect the Blabberman, the almighty one. Pouring out some liquor for the people that's gone. Never to be forgotten, know the memories living on. Hey, yo. Every time I sing song, my life prolong. Help before the mind and body run and tell someone. Yeah, let's put these gifts just as chosen I am. So let them better recognize that I'm a boss man. I'm boss man. Yo, I'm boss man. And this music is pure. Energy I can't dismiss. Plenty silent lyrics. I'ma rock them for sure. Hey, yo, boss man. Yo, I'm boss man. And this music is pure. Energy I can't dismiss. Plenty silent lyrics. I'ma rock them for sure. They want more and more. Yeah. Peace to all the boss man around the planet. The flow and judgment in the house. Why? Yeah. I know you're feeling this. I know you're feeling this. Yeah. Boss man soul in my vibe. 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 Alright. Boss man soul in my vibe. 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 Boss man soul in
was like, yo, she has some tickle bitties, man. Shit. Shit.
That sounds nice and all. You gotta move.
Hey, yo, what does the map say, man? Map? What map? What, you're at the fucking map, man.
Uh-oh.
You mean the map for the cave we just found 5 minutes ago?
What?
Yeah. I think I lost it. Really? Fucking.
Oh, man. Here we go again.
Well, what fucking way do we go then? Right, left, up, down? You tell me, man.
Yo, hold up.
Smart ass.
Do you hear that?
Hear what? In the distance.
Sounds like a bee.
We gotta follow the sound, man. Come on, this way. You all day, man. Shit sounds familiar. Fine shit.
Yo, let's go, man. Let's go.
Well, you know what they say, right? What they say? You can't find the way, you gotta make the way. Who said that? Come on.
So tell them make way, we hit them with funk to the brain. Our crew hit us now when this shit come in the play. Get them pumped up and we bust up those like our terrain. From the main stage to the cypher in the alleyway. So tell them make way, we run the track this way. Our crew hit us now when this shit come in the play. Get them pumped up and we bust up those like our terrain. From the main stage to the cypher in the alleyway. Hey, yeah, let us rap some more. Elmatic, he got my back, we on the track like. Yo, let us brawl on this mic. With our rhymes, yo, it's the duo dynamico with lyrical bravado. Clocking the product and story, rocking these flows across the cosmos. You at motherfuckers better wrap it up like a falafel. Step on, cause you ain't got no wins in my castle. I got heads from Ecuador to Amsterdam to Kinshasa, Moscow, Santiago, and California. I got Australians asking me when we come to, and I'm like, soon, yo. That's what we do, yo. But in the meantime, we in the lab making these tunes, yo. Okay,
I'm fixing your face with that wound in the place. The beat is booming and dooming your brain from looping the bass. We doing it great, appreciate what we pursuing the day. So moving away when we come in to play, we rolling the game.
Soon to be on the YouTube, make you all day. The tracks we make spread them like viruses through the airwaves.
I'm standing up friends banging, get used to these funk fanatics. I'm adding and blabber powerful when combining our skills together.
Make way, we hit them with funk to the brain. Our crew hit us now when this shit come in the play. Get them pumped up and bust up those like our terrain. From the main stage to the cypher in the alleyway. So tell them make way, we run the track this way. Our crew hit us now when this shit come in the play. Get them pumped up and bust up those like our terrain. From the main stage to the cypher in the alleyway.
We're fast and insane, Daisy like cheesesteaks. The beat break, shitting out of these states with a fast heat rate. Breathing day, better believe it like the secret on some deep shit. And live the way you flip out with the meaning. The only reason I'm on the microphone speaking and preaching late in the evening to entertain your being. I'm really here to let you know what type of level you can be on. Struggles we're working off is off from art and you for reborn. Big on the questions asked. Do what you've been told, but your creative soul together, let the beauty be whole.
So tell them make way.
Get on that stage, don't be afraid, but let me know when you're not ready, cause I'm down to take your place.
Get on that stage, don't be afraid, but let me know when you're not ready, cause I'm down to take your place. Get on that stage, don't be afraid, but let me know when you're not ready, cause I'm down to take your place. So tell them make way, we hit them with funk to the brain. Our crew hit us now when this shit come in the play. Get them pumped up and bust up those like our terrain. From the main stage to the cypher in the alleyway. So tell them make way, we run the track this way. Our crew hit us now when this shit come in the play. Get them pumped up and bust up those like our terrain. From the main stage to the cypher in the alleyway. Hey. Oh my, pala, we not be running this. The massive jungle is Blabbermouf bustin' like andale, arriba. Smoking the cannabis, we for come up with some bumpin' shit. Find the drum up a whole arena, we having fun with it. If not, we wouldn't be here. So we rope it over the track, we're flowing vocals like we're supposed to, like it's easy. Stepping in like greedy entertainment for the evening, rock a show, and everyone in the crowd goes off the meter.
We born leaders like Caesar, you can't see us. We operating off the radar, preparing these new releases.
With concepts on the bar, speakers on my cerebellum, we putting records together that's heavy banging. So tell them make way, we hit them with funk to the brain. Our crew hit us now when this shit come in the play. Get them pumped up and bust up those like our terrain. From the main stage to the cypher in the alleyway. So tell them make way, we run the track this way. Our crew hit us now when this shit come in the play. Get them pumped up and bust up those like our terrain. From the main stage to the cypher in the alleyway.
Hey. Get on that stage, don't be afraid, but let me know when you're not ready, cause I'm down to take your place. Get on that stage,
get on that stage, don't be afraid, but let me know when you're not ready, cause I'm down to take your place.
hands, it's a powerhouse to the men. It's Blabbermouf out for the win. My wolf pack is howling again. Spitting 100 rounds to get the crowd to bounce, but you can count to 10. While I'm like you're wilding off the wall again. Now everybody trying to be on the fuck you pay me, bitch. Say up, who you kidding trying to be Jay-Z, bitch? Let's be realistic, fucker that wanna be pimp shit. You ain't sugar free, you're sugar coated, unconvincing. Your tiny brain get overloaded. When I'm boasting just for thinking, you couldn't even flow if you was water condensing. I said it, and I meant it, we ain't in it for profit. Cash is just a byproduct. I'm a rhyme rocking cause I drive a hard bargain. Why you drive the same Honda? I got water, pump it up like hydraulics on an Impala. I'm a rap scholar, and I bet your bottom dollar I'll save every dime in my pocket, no flossing, but invested in my best interest. So want the fast cash, but get less than get stressed when they see that you getting it proper. They can't stop a real MC that I be, and jealousy ain't a friend of me. Luckily, my team is come up and my friends are supporting me. On the come up and come up with something that's gonna last an eternity. Just thinking long term, but try to do what I do on stage. You're probably catching heartburn. Spit another hard verse, go to its on the right that's off earth. When I come back and let the bomb burst. Now pass the crumbs first, like boom, whenever they let me at 'em, I get down. The spit styles your mind can't fathom, cause you can't stop a real MC that I be. And jealousy ain't a friend of me. Luckily, my team is from my family, friends are supporting me. On the come up and come up with something that your mind can't fathom.
Goes without saying whose delivery is nicest. I grab the mic, goes without saying. I grab the mic and never choked
Now
up.
some be like, I'm busy getting that, cause I maximize my efforts, meaning I was writing lyrics while you was watching Netflix. These rappers born me, y'all corny like a hat trick. Speak up, little bitch, fuck out of here with the whack shit. But we got the skills, hip-hoppers gotta have it. My click caused the panic, but I make it tragic. I'll be a creative cat, the smash fools bring trouble to NECREW. Cash move, but not necessarily what I pursue. Some try with it, even knowing it at what I do. I'll leave a stage storm with all this mayhem. My rhyme plot, toss poppers on the skateboard. In the half pipe, I'm flipping. Must be the split that I was hitting. I think my eyes twice and my whole verse was written. Lyrical blackout, I'm back out, just let me at 'em. Bashing it with that energy, your mind can't fathom. Cause you can't stop a real MC that I be. And jealousy ain't a friend of me. Luckily, my team is from my family, friends are supporting me. On the come up and come up with something that your mind can't fathom. That can't stop a real MC that I be. And jealousy ain't a friend of me. Luckily, my team is from my family, friends are supporting me. On the come up and come up with something that your mind can't fathom.
Goes without saying whose delivery is nicest. I grab the mic, goes without saying. I grab the mic and never choked up.
Like give me the bam bam, bam bam bam, bam boy, hey yo. Like give me the bam bam, bam bam, bam boy, hey yo. Like give me the bam bam, bam bam, bam boy. You gotta do something that your mind can't fathom, yeah. Like give me the bam bam, bam bam, bam boy, hey yo. Like give me the bam bam, bam bam, bam boy, hey yo. Like give me the bam bam, bam bam, boy. You gotta do something that your mind can't fathom.
This right now, right here on the street.
Yeah.
Let's go. Blabbermouf, where you at?
Yeah, check this out, right? It go like this.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, we can do it if we work together. Ain't no challenge that cannot be taken. Plus we ain't really gonna live forever. What's left behind is our creation. So bring it, don't and keep on building. Tell them we ain't acting like no waste man. Cause it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you do it with full conviction. Come on. Hey.
Ready for this? Get it around.
Yeah, so let me flip it this one, man. I got all the mighty Blabberman. Serve it up in the time of flavor like dim sum. You want some, get some, split some, beat some fat fuck. I get wicked as